24/7 video game podcast.
Ha-ha! Whether it's a beer, a shot, or a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage as always and welcome to your favorite live interactive video game podcast. It's a Level 857 video game podcast with your host. Got him. Fumbled that whole thing.
It's okay.
And it's including us, Algae 857. The 23rd Stallion!
Turbo 857.
And your boy, Big Choc, what up?
And a special guest we have returning to the podcast tonight is the boss of an indie dev studio / publisher responsible for bringing us a sequel to one of the most beloved classic arcade experiences from the early 90s in WWF Wrestlefest. Please welcome and put your hands together for maybe the 9th time on this podcast. I got to check.
It's the 50th.
5th time? Okay, here we
50th,
go.
50th.
50th time on this podcast. The CEO of Retrosoft Studios. Creator of Retromania Wrestling. The best 2D sprite-based wrestling game available today on modern consoles.
Yeah.
Please give it up for Mike freaking Hermann.
Wow.
Who's Hermann? Well, now he's freaking Hermann. Damn,
Just wow.
How you guys doing?
good.
Doing all right.
Well,
We're
it's good.
Great.
It's good.
How you doing?
Man, my 50th time. It's time has flown.
It's
Great to
crazy.
see you
Crazy.
again.
And there's still more DLC for this game after 50 years.
This is crazy. I know. This is insane. It
I
is
guess
truly.
This is, the first time was probably 2019, 2020, at least maybe 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Wow.
It's been that long?
Oh,
Pandemic
yeah.
time, remember?
That's
Time
right.
warp. We're
Yeah,
on a time warp.
pandemic.
Yeah.
Time, that's
maybe
like
like
3-4 years was the pandemic. So
Jesus.
we were all in the time warp.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yo, that's
Oh,
wild.
my God.
It's so great that I didn't age in that time. I don't know about everybody else.
Wow.
Can't speak for anybody else, but yes, you.
What year is it? Let me stop.
This is crazy though. So Retromania Wrestling is truly the game that keeps on giving.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
it is.
Hell yes.
So
We're
tell us.
trying.
Tell us what's new in the development.
Yeah, so we released an update a couple months ago, back the end of February, which would have been, man, when did we release? So 3 years after the initial launch of the game. We added 2 new characters, Mr. Hughes and James Storm, and then a bunch of new updates to animations, some blood, some sweat
Nice.
and some tears added in.
Yeah.
But no, actual some blood.
Yep.
And we just really cleaned up a ton of stuff that just as we played it, and I really wanted to get it as good as we can as we prep for what we announced back at WrestleMania weekend, which is going to be our first paid DLC pack, which will be 5 more wrestlers, 2 new game modes, a couple more arenas, and just as much as we can pack into that update as possible.
Wow.
Nice.
Awesome.
So we announced, and it's funny, we announced Rock and Roll Express, Magnum T.A, and Demolition. And that Demolition is the most asked for tag team.
I remember
for-
that.
for- really in the game when we announced it. They're like, oh, you're going to get Demolition, you're going to get Demolition. And at the time we couldn't because of some trademark issues with WWE. But that's since been resolved. And as soon as I saw Matt Cardona did some Demolition action figures. And as soon as I saw that they weren't doing it through WWE, I was like, oh, they must be available.
That's
So
awesome.
I got a hold of Bill Eadie's number, who's Axe, gave him a call, and we were able to get him signed pretty quickly.
That's dope.
That's pretty
That's
crazy.
so cool.
I know people are going crazy because I remember they were like, oh, you got LOD in there, but they got to have Demolition. Where's Demolition? And, no one ever understands why a game company can't get certain things. So it's like, oh, this is bullshit. But now the fact that you got them, they're going to be like, oh, my God, they're the best. And all that nonsense.
Wow.
That's what they do.
Wow.
That's how fans are, man.
Sir.
Like they'll turn on you and then they'll praise you in 2 seconds. That's how they are, man.
It's
Yeah.
true.
That's how they do. But it's awesome.
The
That's
fapping sound was unnecessary.
What the?
Jesus
He's
Christ.
chewing. He's chewing very loudly.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's the chewing. It's the chewing.
That's so creepy, bro.
He's hungry. He's hungry.
And it's awesome that Demolition is in there because they were actually in WWF Wrestlefest. They were them, the Legion of Doom. Those are 2 tag teams that were in there. So this even makes it more of a connection.
Were they in WrestleFest?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, but they had Smash and Crush.
They had Smash and Crush.
Crush. I forgot about Crush.
We're gonna have the original.
They're the
Axe
original,
and Smash.
Ah, that's right.
You know, Crush went on to do other things too, and he was kind of like a power guy.
He was like he had that Hawaiian gimmick, right? With the
Yeah, Kona Crush.
yeah,
Crush.
yeah. Okay, I remember that.
With that finisher where you would smash the guy's head.
That's like the best finisher as a wrestler because it doesn't hurt you.
Is he the CEO of Crush Soda?
No, he actually passed away.
Damn it.
Yeah, shame on you, dude. Take a timeout.
Just killed his joke, man.
I'm sorry.
Just killed it.
Now, Mike, you said there's going to be 2 new modes that are going to be included with this DLC that comes out. What modes are they exactly?
Yeah, so the first one is we're tentatively, I think we'll keep it called House Show mode. So the concept behind this is I was trying to think of a way to add some more replayability to the game and get people to kind of just do all the different match types you can do, use all the different wrestlers. So what it does is it creates a kind of a poster that you kind of play through. Like if you think of like those, anytime a show puts on an event, they have like these guys are going to be on the card this weekend or whatever.
Right.
So it's 4 matches, and it can be singles tag, 6-man tag, 8-man tag, or even like a retro rumble as the main event. And you play all 4 matches, or if you can, all 4 matches. You have to win them, and you go to the next match. And then after 4, or after each match, you get a score. So think of like playing Street Fighter. And at the end of like if you're playing just like normal arcade mode or something, not against a versus, well, even versus has it, but you get like a score, how quickly the match goes, flawless victory, you get extra points and all that.
Yeah.
So it's a high score type of mode, and we're gonna have different challenges each match that you try to complete during the match, like win a match without using the heavy button per se, and you get an extra bonus. Use a foreign object or an international object. You get a bonus. You know, things like
Sticks
that.
would do very well at that because he doesn't like to wrestle. He just
He likes to use weapons.
He just like to use weapons and spam the running move, right, Sticks?
Damn. Shots fired.
Sorry. That's how he wrestles. That's
Man ain't
stuff.
even here to defend himself.
That's the best part.
I mean, he's in the chat, but damn.
It's gonna take him time to type.
But so just something to, and it'll pick a venue, and you'll play all 4 matches in that venue, but it randomly generates each of the matches. So you don't pick anything; it just will randomly generate it for you, and you try to get a high score.
Interesting. Kind of like was that random like a roguelike kind of procedural generation type thing?
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of awesome. Kind of cool.
And then the second mode is just basically a tag team tournament mode. So it'll automatically generate a tag team tournament tournament. It can be singles or tag, and it can be up to. We now have 21 playable characters in the game. So it can be a 16-man tournament. Or no, 21. So it can be a 16 singles tournament or, 8 tag teams in there. And you can play through a tournament, or you can create your own tournament if you want to set all of them yourself, or it'll randomly generate a tournament for you.
Wow.
So, and then one of the other features we're doing are some additional, since we're adding the Rock and Roll Express and Demolition, we're going to try to add some additional gameplay elements to tag teams. We're going to add some more. One of the things I really like in the game is doing the Doomsday device for the finisher for the Road Warriors. So I want to add more kind of unique double team moves that you can do. So one of the things we added in a test mode already that we've shown online is the Blue Light Special, which was the double team move done by Nova and Meanie when they were part of the BWO.
Oh, you put
So stuff like that, and there's a bunch of other double team moves that we're planning on putting in. Like obviously Demolition will have the decapitation device, and the decapitation, and then Rock and Roll Express will have a double drop kick for sure. But we're gonna add a bunch of other ones. So depending on who you pick and who makes the tag, they may do a different double team move.
Oh, really? So any kind of combination of teams? Does that have to be a specific combination of teams that do it?
No, I think it won't be a complete combination, but it'll be like whoever is the one making the tag will determine the double team move when your meter is flashing, and if you make a tag at that point,
right,
you'll do that guy. Each individual wrestler will have a unique double team move.
Interesting.
Or at least we'll have. I'm hoping we can get 21 in. They're pretty complicated, but at least we'll get we'll at least get a nice selection in there.
Wow,
nice.
Wow. Sounds great.
And then adding a leapfrog and a drop down on some different moves, and a couple other tag team mechanics.
It's crazy.
Is there tag titles?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
tag titles are coming.
Yes.
Oh. Matthew Rodriguez.
They'll be in this update. Yep.
Nice.
Sorry. Matthew Rodriguez had a question. He's asking if you would like Retromania Wrestling arcade cabinets to be in bars, casinos, and arcade rooms, if possible. What would that take, actually?
So, yeah, I mean, we had the IA Arcade deal before they went bankrupt, unfortunately.
Oh man.
So IA Arcade is no more. Oh yeah, they're showing some of the test footage here, but it would be nice. I was approached by a couple. I think one or two other companies had that pitch. We'd have to make some changes to the code to allow for coin op. But I'm actually talking to a new barcade is opening. Actually, not too far from you guys. It's up in North Jersey.
Oh, okay.
And I was talking to them because I just, from a personal standpoint, want here's house show mode. Yeah, you're showing up on the screen now. But as a personal note, I would love to see Retromania in an actual arcade and put a quarter in it. So
oh hell yeah!
Actually, I'm talking to somebody about helping me kind of design my own arcade machine, and then putting it in that specific location in their barcade. Because they had approached me about getting a license to put it. They have like a kind of a standard cabinet that they're putting some other games in, and they have to get licenses from people. So they already approached me about that, and I said, yeah, we can definitely do that. But how about we do an actual Retromania arcade machine? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So yeah, I would love to do that.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be really
I
cool.
like to see that.
Okay.
It looks so natural. Well, right now you do have a Retromania arcade cabinet in one of the backgrounds of the arenas of the game. So that's at least a start. It's like it just looked natural seeing it there. So seeing a real life one would be insane.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
But only have one arena selectable. You know which one I'm talking about.
That I do.
Too many games.
That I do.
Oh my god.
So interesting. I was just approached by. I'm dropping something off the Too Many Games that you guys happen to be in that they're going to display at that is actually not this coming weekend, but the following weekend is Too Many Games. And I actually won't have a table there this year for the first time in I think 4 years, just because I think I needed a little break from it, and I started recognizing most of the people that came by.
Oh wow!
A lot of local people go there every year, so
yeah.
But I'm going to take a break, and then next year we'll have the DLC, so I'll probably go back. But they're going to be displaying some stuff, and I think they're going to get a picture of the Too Many Games arena, which you guys are in, of course.
Yeah.
I think they may display it somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing with it.
That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Yes.
That is awesome. Not bad, not bad. Now, do we have a price yet for this DLC?
It's probably going to be. I'm thinking $10. I don't
That's
think it'll be more than that. I mean, I think $10 is a reasonable price.
That's reasonable.
For fight. Like I'm just looking at. I kind of like AEW Fight Forever. I think it did some good stuff. I think it's a pretty decent game. I know they didn't get the best reviews, but I thought it was decent. But the one thing I didn't like is I thought their last DLC was a little underwhelming that they released.
Yeah.
So hopefully, and I think they're going to change that in the future. with some of I saw some of the stuff that they're doing that looks. I think I read about it a little while ago, but we just want to be very conscious of if we're asking for more money for the game. We already did 2 free updates where we added. We fixed a ton of bugs, which obviously bugs should be a free update, so that goes in regardless. Yeah. But we added new characters, we added new arenas, we added the 2 new chapters of story mode in that last update, and that was all done for free. But I think 5 new wrestlers, 2 new game modes, $10 sounds pretty good to
me. Yeah, I'd agree.
Sounds like a steal.
I mean, Smash Bros. Was asking what?
$5 a character.
Yeah, pretty much like 25 for. What, 5 or 6 characters?
Yeah, like they kind of give you 1 for free. If you buy them in the pack, they kind of throw 1 for
free.
So
I mean that's.
But a character is like $5.
Yeah, a character. Yeah. The amount of time it takes to get that move set
all
down
moves,
and all that.
It's like all the moves are animated and stuff like that.
Yeah, you got to charge for that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That's a great price.
So and I felt the game wasn't how I wanted it when we released it. I thought it was good, but a lot of the stuff I didn't really know until. I had a team of. I don't know, probably 20 people testing the game, including myself. But even all the testing we did, and we tested it throughout development and at the end a lot. Even then, we needed like a day 1 patch just for bugs that we missed. And I feel like we were able to add a lot of polish on it in that last free update. So I feel like now the game's in a good spot, and I think we can now start adding stuff and if that sells well. We'll see where that takes us, right? I think it would be if that does, and it doesn't have to do gangbusters, but if it does good enough, really is all it'll take. I think we've got a pretty good core audience now, and I think if it does what I expect it to do, I think there could be more after that.
Hell yeah!
That was going to be my next question too. I'm like, do you think you're going to add any more after this DLC?
Yeah, I mean,
are you satisfied?
Well, Sting needs to come down in price. He needs to stop asking for so much. Come on, Sting.
It's crazy. Like in the day when we all grew up, what you got is what you got. Whatever was on the cartridge, and it's not like our graphics are going to get any more outdated. It's like why if we can and it makes sense and we can the one thing I want to be conscious of is the one knock I think we still have left on our studio is we do take a while to get things out, and I would like to, and I'm sure it's said every studio ever, no one's ever happy with how quickly they can get things out, but I would like to get if we can get this right, this next update right, and it does well, try to get a more regular stream of updates even after that.
Wow. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I remember when we were playing it last time, and we noticed like so many, like from the menu to how the icons looked on the characters, the fact that you could choose the different colors, and the funny thing is, we felt so stupid because we never played multiplayer of the Retro Rumble. And I said, why did we
always go to tag and
and I'm like, this is like the funnest fucking mode, and we've never played it multiplayer.
We never played. I played one player before, but I never really played it. We always do tag, and we always do like elimination.
Yeah,
and
we had such a fun system. I'm like, we take out the CPU, then we attack each other at the end. But you would always double cross us. And like all the time, Sticks could vouch for this. Turbo would always. I'm like, you're punching me. No. You're punching me. You're punching me in the face. You're punching me in the face.
That move is the greatest move. That greatest mode. That is like that mode is a lot of fun.
Oh, that's very.
Because you don't know the order of people are going to come down. You're like, oh shit.
And the one thing I want to do, and I'm hoping we get this in the next update, is in WrestleFest. If you remember, if you got eliminated, you could come back in as a different wrestler. That hadn't already entered the match yet.
Yes,
and I would like to do something like that too, because I think that if I'm going to get this in an arcade, that would be a cool thing to have more of a drop-in thing where if a Rumble already started, and somebody comes up and there's an open controller that they can kind of pop in a Rumble match in the middle or at the end of it or something.
Right.
That'd be cool.
That's not
do like a like a Dude Love, Cactus Jack, McFoley, 3 entries in the fucking Rumble, which is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. But it was amazing, and they allowed it.
That is hilarious.
Eric Tate was asking, will Retromania be coming to physical disc?
Dude, I thought you said something else. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, so that's the only hiccup on this this future DLC, and I gotta talk to Limited Run Games about, because we do have a something in place with them, and they want to do a physical, and they want all the content in there. So they've been pretty patient at this point. So I gotta have a conversation with them and see what they're thinking as well.
They're like, not till you're finished with your last bit of content.
Right. Because to their their whole thing is the whole thing's on the disc, right? And I do want to do it. I always wanted a physical copy from the beginning, but at the same time, it's like if we can add more to, because the other kind of the knock on the game initially is the roster isn't for everybody. You know what I mean? And what we tried to do is make it a pretty eclectic roster where there was wrestlers from all time periods in there. So we had a little bit of something for everybody, but if we can add a little more to the roster and make the game that much better, I would like to do that. So we'll see. I got to talk to them, and we'll see what we're doing.
Mr. Hughes, man, if anyone complains about the roster, just pick Mr. Hughes and do the finisher.
It's awesome.
These guys were getting mad. They're like, you were playing this game. You got too much practice.
His ass was like preparing a week ahead of time.
I was like, I know that I play
and
regularly.
None of us have touched the game in a while.
I play pro wrestling, and I play this regularly. It's like I do. It's because it plays very well. It's fast paced. It's pick up and play. I'm like, it's very simple to play.
Did anybody find the Easter egg?
Which
Easter egg? I don't think
there's a very specific.
Really?
And no one online has posted it yet that we found. But I'll give everybody's listening a hint who's playing it. It involves doing a taunt in the warehouse arena.
Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Okay.
In a specific location.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
See, I thought the game only had one arena, so I don't know about. There's a warehouse. I didn't know there's a warehouse. I thought there was just one arena.
I was playing a game today, right? And I forgot how good the game was, and I was playing like 4-on-4 tag team. I lost the match, and I'm like, damn, got my ass whooped. Then an achievement comes up. You can't win them all. Well, lose 10 matches. I'm like, damn. And I knew Mike would get a kick out of that.
Nice achievement.
Can't win them all. It's like shit.
Nice achievement.
It's like fuck you.
Awesome.
It's like fuck you. First of all,
Seriously, it's like, bro.
It's challenging, but if you learn the mechanics, like it's a fun system to learn. You pick it up, and you lose, you can try again, and you can figure things out.
Yeah.
I liked what's his name's finisher because I kept stepping on people's backs. Warhorse's finisher.
You got the double stomp.
It just looks hilarious every single time. Like it's just stepping on someone's back. It's fucking funny.
But funny, I was playing, like I just started doing. I did a bunch of those developers vlogs when we were making the game.
Yeah.
And then I stopped doing them. I'll tell you, I had like probably social media fatigue because
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
No, but it was like with the game, meaning that I would say 95% of the feedback we get is positive, if not more. But I think it's human nature. You kind of focus on the negative feedback that you get, and it's like after a while it gets like you don't want to read it, But I just started doing them again. Maybe 2 months ago. So I've only put 2 out. Once we released that update, I did one. And then once we announced, I had some stuff to show for some gameplay footage that you have up now. But I was playing and somebody responded in the YouTube comment, you should probably turn the difficulty down because I kept losing the grapple to the computer. Trying to show off like a new move or something that we have programmed. And somebody commented, I would suggest turning the difficulty down if you can't play your own game.
Yo, disrespect.
Yo, and you know they were waiting for one of your
Yeah.
blogs.
Oh,
like,
hell
oh,
yeah.
I'm waiting for you,
Hell
motherfucker.
yeah.
There he goes.
I
know that feeling,
It's
too.
kind of funny.
That's like when you lose in the game and the pop-up comes up. It's like, would you like to switch to easy mode?
Yeah, it's like, dude, that shit gets me mad,
I know,
dude.
man. It's like,
I'm like,
come on,
fuck
man.
you.
I got this.
No, I'm not switching. That happened a lot in the Elder Souls. Would you
Yeah.
like to change difficulty? Fuck you, first of all. No, I'm not changing difficulty. What do I look like, Sticks?
Damn.
Damn.
Wow.
not even here.
He's
Not
in the
even here
chat.
to
He's
defend
in the
himself.
chat. He heard me.
Wow.
What's up, Bizarre in the chat?
Oh,
Bizarre?
oh shit! We forgot to
Yeah,
do shout outs.
Bizarre.
Shout out to the chat. Let's start with Mass Produce. Retro Gaming Pandemic. I hope you're in here.
He was first.
We're gonna go
they
with
were.
next up is Matthew Rodriguez, Eric Tate, Sierra Etienne, Bizarre, Steve C. That's everyone.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining the stream.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
He said I choose to ignore you.
By him saying that means he acknowledges.
Yeah,
it.
you acknowledged me though. You acknowledged me.
Acknowledge me,
Oh man.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
That's great.
bro. Oh man. But yeah, it's a fun game. It's definitely a fun game.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Now, when is this update going to release again? Do you have a fixed release date yet, or
I
a
mean,
goal?
we're kind of taking the whole Diablo and it's done when it's done kind of thing.
Yep.
The
That's what I
goal though, my goal is this year, at the end of this year. So
Okay.
we have we have Rock and Roll Express and Magnum T.A. almost completely done in the engine already, and all of the Demolition artwork is done already.
Nice.
So it's just a matter of putting Demolition in, and then the house show mode is almost done completely. And then the tag team mode, I don't think will take much to go in. That seems pretty straightforward, but we haven't started on that yet. And then it's polishing, testing, and those additional tag team features that I want to put in.
Wow.
So I mean, we're well along the way. Like as soon as I'm hoping to have the next time I do an update, hoping to have like the Rock and Roll Express and Magnum playable. So I'm hoping I'm able to do that very soon.
Yeah.
If not, house show mode, it's a lot more improved than when I showed it last time. So I'll probably do a new video in the next probably 2 or 3 weeks to show off where we're at with that, just to keep people excited.
Nice.
Not bad.
Nice.
Not bad.
I have a question from Sticks. Since AEW is on PlayStation Plus this month, did you ever have talks on releasing to the masses on there or on Xbox Game Pass?
If you know somebody at Xbox or PlayStation, tell them to call me. I'd be interested.
Well, Choc works for Xbox.
I
He's
don't
right
work
here.
for Xbox.
Yes, you do.
I just cheer for them a lot. I don't work for them. They don't talk to
I
me.
mean, I'd definitely be open to it. Obviously, I would love to broaden our audience. I think that we didn't spend a ton in marketing. It's mostly shows like this that get us out there, and the wrestlers retweeting stuff. So I think there's still every time we go to a convention, I was at WrestleCon in April on WrestleMania weekend. So many people came up. He's like, I didn't even know this game existed. How long has this been out? Or when's this they said, when's this coming out? And I'm like, it's out.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like, you can buy it right now. And then people bought it, So it's like, I think, we got to do a better job on our end of spreading the word. And I think it helps like getting like Rock and Roll Express, Demolition, and
Hell yeah.
Magnum T.A. in. And it just adds to our roster. And now we have like Demolition versus the Road Warriors. We can Magnum T.A. versus Nikita Koloff was a great rivalry.
Wow.
The Rock and Roll Express in there against the Russians. So stuff like that.
You know what made me think of? I don't know why this just popped into my head. What the hell is Sid Vicious doing nowadays?
I think he's enjoying his grandbabies.
I think he's playing
Something like that.
softball still.
Really? He should
That
be.
was all his whole thing was he wanted to not miss softball, or he skipped out on some dates because he wanted to play softball or something.
What? Really? He probably comes
apparently
cheap,
he's a
right?
big softball
Pause.
player. I would like to get him though. That would be a great get. I think I talked to him at some convention, and either he said he wasn't available or he might be available soon or something like that.
Who's another name I saw online that always pops up on my Twitter? Fucking, he was part of a tag team in WCW. Fucking Chronic.
Brian.
Adam Bomb? Is that him? Adam Bomb?
Yeah, he was called Adam Bomb, I think, in WWE. He was
With the goggles,
Kronos.
right?
Yeah. Wasn't it Kronos and
Because it was him and Brian Adams.
Brian Adams, yeah.
Not the singer.
Come on, man.
And yes, and he was Adam Bomb, I think, at WWE, and he had the goggles, but he had that pump handle. Is he like he's still around, right? He's still
Yeah, he's actually signed to there's a new 3D wrestling game in development right now called Ultra Pro Wrestling. And
I think I've seen that.
He's signed on there.
Okay. It's just specifically just for them.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about Raven?
What about Raven? Yeah, what is he doing nowadays?
What about me, huh?
He used to
What
make me
about
laugh.
Raven?
He used to make me laugh all the time.
That even flow DDT, bro.
No, well, I like
Yeah.
Vampiro was better.
Someone may or may not be talking to him. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Now you know what they're
We
missing.
ask no more.
You know what they're missing?
What?
Naked Midian.
What?
What?
Sir.
Naked Midian.
Dude.
Naked Midian.
Sir, no, thank you.
Yo.
No,
Pause.
no, sir. No, thank you.
Terrible.
Mike's like, I did not reach out to him. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm good on that. I'm all right.
Bizarre said
Wow.
D'Lo Brown. Ah, yeah, there we go.
D'Lo with the neck.
That's a good
That
one.
would be pretty cool to animate the neck.
Yeah, I was about to say over exaggerate that shit. Like, that's what I would do. All right, wait. I think there's a question. From
Mass
So I
produce.
see it. How difficult is it to get rights to wrestlers' likeness in the game? I'm getting better at it as time went on. From the first signing the Road Warriors till signing Demolition was the last people we signed. I started just going to conventions, and I basically went up to Bill Eadie and got his phone number and said, "Can I talk to you outside of this?" The only thing I feel kind of like not great about doing stuff like that is because some promoter paid those guys to be at their table.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of using that to go up and
Yeah.
get time and to find them. But none of them had said anything to me about it. So,
Right.
but I always feel a little apprehensive about doing that. But it's not just getting the contact info. It's, do the wrestlers, are they free and clear to do something? Because I've heard stories from a couple other guys who've done wrestling games that a wrestler has said, "Oh yeah, I'm available. You can use my stuff." "Oh yeah, no, WWE doesn't own it. We're good." They spend all this money to make these art assets and find out they can't use them because WWE does own it and they're not going to release it.
Yikes.
So, stuff like that you got to worry about and make sure it's free and clear. And then even if WWE doesn't own it, you can't really step on their toes too much if they think they do, because they have deeper pockets, so you got to make sure you kind of have an ironclad. They definitely don't own it, and you can use it. So it's getting better. It depends on who you want to go. Cause like some of the guys I started watching who are at the end of their careers, like an Ole Anderson, for example, passed away last year. But like he was a little bit on the older side of the wrestlers, and then just notoriously wrestlers have died. So it's getting a hold of their estates and now who owns it. One of the guys I was trying to track down, who I always liked as a kid, was Iron Mike Sharp.
Oh God, yes, I remember him. He was the loudest dude in the ring.
Yeah.
It's very loud.
He actually trained Nova, Hollywood Nova, or Nova from ECW, Simon Dean from WWE.
Simon Dean.
Yeah. So I know him a little bit now because I got to know him from the game, and he's like he apparently became really disappeared towards the end of his life, and then he died back in 2016, and like I don't know who owns the rights to him, if anyone, and what the rules are in Canada, because that's where he died. So can somebody work with the Canadian government to get the rights and give it to charity or do something like that,
Jeez, yeah, it gets complicated.
Yeah.
It's a case-by-case basis.
That's wild.
It is truly a case-by-case basis. Wow.
And then you have some wrestlers who are like, yeah, no, you want my likeness? Take it. Let me get that money.
some that are just happy to be in the game. But
Yeah.
you know, with that said, I feel like if you talk to any of the guys that I signed, they all were taken care of in the game, and they'd be willing to do another game with me.
That's
Yeah.
dope.
I'm sure they all like their likeness and how they've been represented in the game also.
Yeah,
you know,
for
so.
sure. I mean, I took great respect for all of them. And, you know, we want to get the likeness right. We want to depict them in a good light. And, you know, for me, it's just like, it's a lot of good memories are in this game for the most part, outside of like the Warhorse and the Zack Sabre Jr. You know, some guys I grew up watching, some guys I watched when I was an adult, and I still was like watching wrestling regularly, you know, like the Tommy Dreamers. Like he's about my same age, but I remember watching him in ECW, you know. But so it's I want these guys to depict in a good light. If I can bring them in, I've brought some of them in at other events and been able to pay them to come to like too many games and things like that to hopefully generate revenue for them. I want to think like Warhorse at least partially helped him advance in his career. Obviously he did 99% of the work, but you know, and he was great to work with. He was at a couple conventions. And he put himself on the map just by winning that Indie Mania tournament to get in the game.
Yeah.
And I hadn't heard of him before then, but not that I followed indie wrestling, but I started to follow him. And then it was really cool being able to sign him. And same with Chris Bay. And now I'll take full credit for him taking off, going to Impact and going to I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But like he's a guy I didn't know until he was in the Indie Mania tournament. And even though he didn't win, I reached out to him because I really liked his moveset. I liked what he was doing after I watched some of his stuff. And I got to meet him a couple of years ago. He was in the Philadelphia area at a convention. And I went and I talked to him for about 15 minutes. Really cool guy. So his girlfriend I actually met was at WrestleCon this year. Yeah. So she came up to the booth. She's like, "Oh, I'm Chris Bay's girlfriend." I'm like, "Really?" And so I texted him. I go, "Is your girl at WrestleCon?" And he's like, "Yeah, I think she is." I'm like, "All right, that's better."
He's like, "Which one?" No, I'm joking.
Don't get that man in trouble. Damn.
Stick says, "Will you have Warhorse's new persona as an update?"
Probably not, because never say never, but we can change the color scheme with a color palette swap. But it's harder for him. He changed his whole look, kind of.
Yeah, no paint. Yeah, none of that.
Yeah, like we could put in like just dark color clothes, all black, which is what he's doing. But we can't really take away the frills that he had on his boots and stuff like that. Yeah. So we'd have to kind of. It's almost like we're creating a completely new character.
Wow.
So never say never. We could at some point, but right now we'll probably just do. I want to add some for the next update. We'll add some more palette swaps. In addition to the 2 everybody currently has. Some guys won't get them, but like we have 3 face paints already planned, 3 different color face paints for Demolition.
Nice.
You know, maybe we can add some more face paint color to the Road Warriors and a couple. They had in the WWE, they had like a white, red or black pants with white trim and red trim on it. We could do something like that.
Nice.
Just to add some more variety to it.
That always helps in any game, even if it's not wrestling. Anytime there's like palette swaps, costume changes, I eat that shit up. That's always
yeah. And what I want to look at doing is, if possible, almost add I know we're not doing creator wrestler, but add a palette creator in the game for those who would want to do it.
Yes, they had that in WCW Revenge.
Yeah, so you could, if you wanted to, you could go in and tweak and save off your own palettes.
Nice.
That's
cool.
Actually,
I did. I remember that. That was actually.
Yeah, you could just change up colors and keep it simple. Yeah. Oh, World of Bizarre said Haku. I forgot about Haku. Haku is a bad. Yo, he's a
baddest man on the planet if you believe all the stories.
Yo, he's a tough dude from what I heard, man. Don't fuck with Haku.
Nah, no thanks. I'm good.
My other game idea would be a beat 'em up with Haku and the Barbarian.
That would be sick.
He's like a real life Abobo. Like, Haku is like crazy.
Because the 2 of them were a tag team, Faces of Fear in WCW.
Oh God.
And I can't imagine pissing those guys off. You know what I mean?
No thanks.
Nope.
That's
Well,
hilarious.
Mike, keep your eyes peeled because I hear Ricochet might be a free agent soon.
Ricochet, really?
Yeah, get Ricochet before he goes to AEW or
Yeah, I mean,
I only need a day in between contracts.
Give me
Let's
one day.
go.
Give me one day.
Because I heard he's not renewing his WWE contract, supposedly, but
Right.
that would be a sick addition to the game if possible.
Mike's like, just give me the day he's available, and I'll contact him. Show up at his fucking house
With the papers.
with the paper signed.
Ready.
John Morrison, that's how I signed him. John Hennigan.
Yeah.
I got him when he was in between leaving Impact and joining back up with WWE.
Nice.
That was like a day or two, right? He was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's a little longer than that, but it wasn't much time.
Wow.
That's crazy.
gotta get them.
Yeah.
It's like Sting. Sting's like, nah, $5,000. Just to talk to me. To sign, that's $5 million.
To think about it.
It's like
$5 million to sign. I don't have $5 million. Well, then fuck it.
$5,000 to think
You
about.
can have my son, huh?
What?
I want some wrestle.
WWE still owns Mr. Perfect, right? Probably
Yes.
the trademark.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And I think like they're even covered under Kurt Hennig because I think I looked at that. I would sign him as Kurt Hennig
Mm-hmm.
and call him like Mr. Spectacular or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. He had the best finisher. Perfect play.
He had the best I loved his gimmick. His gimmick was his music and his
those
gimmick.
vignettes when he came in,
Amazing.
that are crazy.
Throwing the
Bro.
football and he runs and catches it. I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
Shut up.
Yeah, but it was so amazing.
We're shooting a
Shoots
basketball from
a
like half
basketball.
court, from like with his back turned to the rim.
Yeah.
Swish. I'm like, bro.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
And when
so
I was a
much.
kid, I was like, yo, he could beat Jordan.
He's perfect. He's perfect. Fucking great.
Oh, man.
I think Stick's got another question. Looks like a statement more.
Yeah, Sticks was saying if you continue updating from this point on, you can call it Champion Edition, so you can tell limited runs to.
At least the previous version is physical. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, he's like pretty much.
Going a Street Fighter route.
See, the only problem with that is the licensing of the wrestlers.
Oh.
So it's all complicated. Like I probably have to get a sign off because it's only I think all of the contracts only cover the one game. So I don't know if I could actually
Yeah.
call because technically it would be a new like SKU on Nintendo's website where you'd have Retromania and Retromania Champion Edition. And yeah, that's the one thing that it stinks. It's funny because in dealing with a couple of the wrestlers, they're like, once I talked to them, they're like, on board, right? Here's the terms. We agree on everything. Then I send them the contract, and it's an 8-page legal document. they're like, dude, what the F? You know what I mean?
This is a standard.
Gotta cover your ass.
Yeah, man.
exactly.
Right, and it's like, well, I didn't know you were corporate. How big is Retrosoft Studios? You know,
I
it's
know
like,
you're
I was-
corporate because it's 8 pages.
It's big enough to get sued if we mess something up.
right, but you know what? But I mean, I see both sides of it, and it's like, it is like a little bit of a red flag when you come you talk to somebody, oh, I'm this small studio, which I am, and then I give them this 8-page legal document that I can't even understand. I get it. It can be really, it can be frustrating if you're like, yeah, I would love to do a game, but I don't know what this is. I don't want to have to now go hire a lawyer to interpret
right.
all this crap. Why can't it just be,
That's true.
I like that question from Mass
Mass
Produce.
Produce has a
He said-
good
Mass
question.
Produce has a great question.
Yeah.
What if you create mock versions of wrestlers instead of Ultimate Warrior, call him Extravagant Barbarian? Will WWE come knocking? For parodies?
like,
Can they?
Parody is covered under law.
What's that?
Parodies are covered in
Par-
the law.
Yeah, parody is.
They are.
Yeah,
And I know
protected.
like Fire Pro did it. I think on Fire Pro Returns, definitely.
Yeah.
On the PS2. I'm not sure what Fire Pro World had a New Japan license, and I'm not sure what the default roster was on that. So you can do it. I mean, it's just like, do you want to take the chance? Like, here's the way my lawyer kind of explained it to me. It's like, you can do everything by the book and still get sued.
Wow.
And if they have a lot deeper pockets than you, you're going to have to basically cave and take it out. So if I put somebody that looks like Hulk Hogan, like every game in the 80s that came out had, like, look at Matt Mania had basically Road Warrior Animal
Yeah.
was the Insane Warrior.
Right.
You know, so obviously that Dynamite Tommy was the name of the main character, was the Dynamite Kid. You know, whose name was Tom Billington.
Yeah.
You know, but he didn't have red hair, but he had red hair in the game. You know, so it's like, could you get sued? Yeah. You know, if I did a parody of Roman Reigns, I'm pretty sure WWE ain't gonna be happy.
I think they'll find out real quick.
They'll acknowledge you.
But yeah, they will.
Their lawyers will.
Yeah, right.
But I that's a great question too, because I would love to see a racist Hogan.
No, that's the real thing.
Let
me stop. I'm sorry.
No, over the top racist.
Over the top racist Hogan.
I'm sorry.
Dude, even if the slurs were in the game, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. I'd be like, this is worth it. It's fucking hilarious to me. Keep it in the game. Give me a racist Hogan.
Stay away from my daughter, brother.
No!
I better not see you go around my daughter.
No! No!
Yo, this
Take you out the back.
No! 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 No!
Oh.
Come on, man. We got ideas.
It's a parody. It's a parody.
You know?
I'm gonna steer clear of that one.
We got ideas.
Good
Mike.
call,
We got
Mike.
ideas.
Good call.
Trying to get sued. Man.
Yeah,
Racist Hogan versus the Diddler. Come on, man.
We're about to get
The
canceled.
diddler.
The Diddler would be perfect.
Let Nintendo do it with a punch out first, and if they could do a
Yes,
parody,
yes.
like, okay, they did it, so all right.
Right.
Roman Reigns with Egyptian snow. Yo,
Oh.
you going in timeout for that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got, put sticks on the 5 minute break. 5 minute break. There we go.
About to get muted. My God.
Well, I was trying early on. I was reaching out to Nintendo and trying to get the license for pro wrestling, because that's something they've never ever done with any. I would have thought like Starman would have been in Smash or something.
I was actually just thinking in my head about Starman, King Slender from the original pro wrestling. Was in my head a second ago too.
I'm surprised there's never
And they've
been a
never done
Smash
anything.
character with Starman or somebody. from
Starman,
pro
especially
wrestling.
Starman, dude.
Yeah.
He was the best character in that game.
He was cheap with that flip.
Yep.
I'm defending the belt right now in pro wrestling with Starman.
Wait, you're playing?
I'm
pro
playing
wrestling?
pro wrestling.
You're-
Yes.
Wait, that's a legit, like a real statement.
It's on the NSO. Yes.
Wow.
I say after you get the belt, you defend it and you just keep playing.
World of Bizarre has a legitimate question. When do we get a level 857 statement?
I mean,
Woke Hogan. That's funny, man.
Woke Hogan. Woke Hogan.
Woke
I like that.
Woke Hogan.
I like that. Woke Hogan.
will he be the manager at level 857?
Yeah.
Yo, that'd be amazing.
Let me tell you something, brothers. Juneteenth is a very important holiday.
I'm over here with this colored folk over here.
Dude!
Well, let me tell you something.
Oh man.
We're just kicking it old school.
We're kicking it old school.
Oh, my
Playing all the
God.
rap music. That's what they like, brother. No.
Oh, that's what they like? Yo! Oh, my God.
His name is Woke Hogan. He talks like that. That'd be hilarious.
Oh, my God.
Are we canceled yet?
Oh man.
Give him a minute.
Oh shit.
I might be in the collateral damage of this.
Yeah, we're sorry. We apologize.
Oh, man.
Mike's like, I have
sorry,
nothing to
Mike.
do with this.
Mike Herman has no.
I got no-
Oh, man.
Mike's like, you know what? I gotta go. I got dinner on the stove.
The thoughts and opinions are not of.
Yeah. Are not those of Retrosoft Studios.
Yes.
Nah, but Mike, switching back to Retromania Wrestling.
Eric is laughing so hard he is sweating. Yo, this is insane. This dude is sweating. He's laughing so hard.
It's hot. It's hot down here. Oh, it's hot down here.
Oh boy.
But going back to Retromania Wrestling, if you did by any chance not come out with any updates after this DLC, would you be satisfied that you've done enough? You did what you set out to do with the, you know.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm pretty proud of it now. I was probably, until we got that last update, like with completing the story mode. Like I had always planned 5 chapters, and it was just taking too long, and and one of a multitude of mistakes that I made we announced the game too soon. took longer. You know, we missed our. You know, I would love to blame COVID for missing our launch date, but it wouldn't have mattered whether COVID hit or not. It didn't really affect. We were all remote anyway, so it didn't really affect the production of the game at all. But I think the game right now, you know, even before we release this next update, after that last one, I feel like it's a really quality game that can stand on its own. Now it's kind of like icing on the cake. What else can we do with this just to make it that much better? You know?
Not bad. I gotta ask this question. No, I gotta ask this question. All right,
You all right?
No, I gotta get this question.
All right, you got the
Okay.
veins.
All right, ask it, man.
Veins popping in your forehead and whatnot.
Yeah,
Yo,
word. You
okay?
see that shit,
I
right?
gotta get a couple. I got so many more. I gotta ask. All right, fine. I'll wrap it up. No. All right, Mike. Do you have a favorite wrestler? What was the best wrestler developing throughout all? You have 21. Was it 21 or was it 24 characters up to right
21
now?
right
You're
now.
21 right now. Is there any particular wrestler that you had the most fun time developing, animating, putting in the game?
So just, you know, full disclosure, I didn't animate anything.
Okay.
I am not that talented, but I did all the testing and just the process of it was so cool because we played with the underwear guys for like over a year before we had the Road Warriors in. Then we played for the Road Warriors probably for another 6 months. So it was only the Road Warriors and the underwear guys.
That's the star of the game.
You know, so but then we slowly started getting each new character in. I would say, that's a tough question. I really it changes kind of, you know, that's to you know, I'll take it. As of right now, I would say probably Jeff Cobb was my favorite character because I love the Tour of the Islands move. His finisher that when he does it, I still think I want to tweak that even now because I don't think it's as good as he does it on TV when he hits it really good. But the ability that he has to do that twisting power slam, it's just crazy when he comes to a complete stop.
Right.
One way and then spins all the way around, lifts himself and the guy in the air and does that power slam. That was like my go-to for the longest time was Jeff Cobb.
That must have been tough to put in there. I was like, that move,
that move, I love it. I never get old of doing it. I love because really for the original WrestleFest, my favorite move is the power slam.
Yeah.
And it's really modeled after Ted DiBiase because his power slam looked like that in real life, and they gave it to a bunch of wrestlers.
Yeah.
And we really mimicked that one from WrestleFest in Retromania very closely to get the right timing down on it. But I really loved the Tour of the Islands. But the new guys, like I'm liking Mr. Hughes because I really like his moveset.
Hughes is a badass.
Hughes, when I first picked him up, I stuck with him for a bit. I was like, oh man, he's powerful. He has a great moveset. Great power moveset. And I love killing people.
So he's probably one of my you know, from the more recent ones. And then I think the Warhorse Arena is probably the coolest one we have. You have it going right now.
That is pretty dope.
It's so off the wall. Our Corey Annis is the name of the illustrator and pixel artist who did all of our backgrounds. And he didn't really design the characters. He came on board a little after. He ended up doing a lot of the character work, more so in the art director position, but he did all of the backgrounds, and it shows. He's super talented. I mean, like if you're looking at the screen now, with this ring, it's just
awesome.
The ring and the level of detail. The
like
one thing I have, the art assets we made are a lot bigger than what we're showing. And if you guys remember when you were out at Too Many Games with me, I was giving away those posters, and you saw like the entire.
I saw how large,
Yeah,
right
the artwork he did, and one of the things that I need to do is put a way to really leave it on zoomed out mode if you want to, just to see all the details of all the artwork that's in there, because that Warhorse Arena is really cool. But really cool. I'll tell you, it's going to be tough. Magnum's probably going to be my favorite because I'm already testing with him now, and he was my favorite growing up when I first started watching wrestling. So Although the Rock and Roll Express are pretty cool too, and I don't know if that's just like and Demolition for that matter. Just because I've played Retromania more than any game I've ever played in my life, obviously. So I have so many hours into it at this point. Just getting new characters is awesome for me. When the animator and the programmer say, "Oh, we got this in the game," even if it's just one new move, I'll go and I'll do that move for an hour. You know, it's exciting every time I get a new thing to test. It's just exciting for me, and that's what I really loved about this whole process of making this game. It's like I had the idea, and I'll take credit for that and implementing it. But you know, the guys that I got that helped out on this game, everybody, and I've had probably 50 people. If you look at the credit scene, it was just updated for the last update. Not everyone worked on it full time and from start to finish, but there was at least I think it's over 50 people contributed to making this game, and even some much smaller areas than others. But it took all these people that were all super talented and were really dedicated in helping me kind of see this come to life. And every time, like I was playing it, we have one outstanding bug on an Xbox achievement that we're trying to fix. We've been trying to fix it for like a month and a half now. I think we finally got it. So a new small Xbox update is going to go out soon. But I've been playing. I had to play through the Retro Rumble with every wrestler.
Oh my God, to find the bug.
To test it because it had to do with a save file and an achievement not unlocking. So I wanted to do it on a save thing, and then I wanted to do it all. So I played through the game with every wrestler. So it's 10 matches to beat the mode. So I just basically played through another 210 matches.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Or no, I guess 200 because I didn't have to use Nick Aldis because you can't be Nick Aldis in that mode. So 200 matches to go through it. So I played it a lot. So anytime I get a new toy in the Retromania toolbox to play with, it's super exciting.
That's awesome.
In the chat, I see it says, World of Bizarre says, game always looks so damn beautiful. Mass Produce says, tremendous work you guys are doing over at Retrosoft.
I appreciate it.
And Styx says, art book with a limited edition?
That would be awesome. We can fill an art book up. Just the full, one of the things I want to do, I had some of those posters made. Once I get time, I want to get posters made just personally for myself of all the backgrounds that we have in the game. And I want to kind of use it as like a border around my office up top. Because you can see up top, I just recently painted, so I have nothing on the walls.
Yeah.
But I want to put a border around the top of all the Retromania stages in my office, which
That'd be fire.
I would think would look pretty cool.
I would do the exact same thing, to be honest. That'd be pretty dope.
I'm definitely proud of it.
That's dope. All right, final question. And this is a really good question because it's something Stick said in the chat, and I'm gonna take some of it and turn it into my own question. Have you ever thought during this entire process of making yourself a secret character with a mask? As like a luchador man? I know you thought of it once or twice. Like, how do you not put yourself in your own wrestling game? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, at least maybe a cameo in the
something.
In the background. Yeah, you know, part of me is like I don't want to have a big ego. You know what I mean? It's like
so have yourself get put through the level 857 table.
Right.
Done.
There you go.
Done.
That would work.
Done.
Yeah, I mean, I think I definitely wouldn't mind doing that. I think I'll indulge myself at some point, but I can't really justify it until I get all the other stuff I want to put in the game. So I don't want to take away any set because it's already a struggle to get these updates out, and I want to get as quickly as possible. But yeah, at some point I'll make an appearance at some point.
Yeah. And you got to have some audio lines too.
That's an Easter egg. I am voiced in the game. If you didn't know that,
You're an announcer, right?
Now go to the next match in the Retromania when Nova smashes the sign. And it says now go, and it goes from like 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2 when you're doing the Royal or the 10 pounds of gold.
10 pounds of gold. Yeah.
Yeah. During that, and it was like I put it in as placeholder, and then I kind of forgot about it. And I never forgot.
Stick said you took my questions for real. I told you I had to give you a little shout out. That's what inspired the question. I'll take that from you, Sticks. That's what I do. I take things.
Excellent. Well, Mike, it's always a pleasure having you on. You know, it's great talking about Retromania Wrestling. I think it's the most popular game that we have on our monthly game giveaway. I think Retromania Wrestling is like
Yeah, a lot of people have been picking.
a lot of people
Retromania.
have been picking that up, you know, and enjoying it. You know, so it's like
Awesome.
it's the gift that keeps on giving. Everybody loves it, and it keeps coming out with crazy updates. So it's just like there's more, you know, there's more reason to come back to the game. Even if you didn't have new updates coming out, it's an awesome pick up and play game. It's a great game that you just want to play. If you like wrestling, you just want to play something fast. It's great to play every once in a while.
And it's hilarious.
Yep.
Oh,
It's hilarious. And it's a lot of yelling and laughing, at the
Especially
same
with your
time.
friends, man.
Yeah.
And I like with the newest update that you did, Mike. I noticed how it's more dramatic knocking somebody out of the ring. You know, I think
Yes.
it's easier to knock people out of the ring, and it's more dramatic. I was like, oh, when we saw the blood and everything, and we're knocking everybody out of the ring, we're like, oh shit! We're just like, what's going on? Like it's more. What's the gameplay is more what? It's more hard hitting. I noticed.
Right.
You know, it's
There's some, and some you won't do this a lot sometimes, but if you play a match and you have two guys fighting on the apron, on the outside of the ring,
yeah.
there's moves that will go from the apron to the floor.
Ooh.
So you can like pile drive somebody. Yeah, and you know the pile driver in our game is pretty dramatic. You jump pretty high.
Oh
in the
yeah,
air
that's
and
it.
you pile drive.
That's hospitalized.
Yeah.
You
Call
can
that
do that
career ender.
move from the apron onto the floor.
Oh Jesus,
Yikes.
that will be tested out.
I haven't tried
There's a
doing that.
couple different ones, and there's also new ways to eject. Like you were saying, there's like Nikita Koloff does this belly to back suplex where he throws. You can throw someone out of the ring with it.
Oh, Styx was doing that the entire thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. All right. You've seen
They were
that
just chucking.
one. Yeah, and there's a couple other moves that do that too.
That's awesome. That is awesome. But no, everybody, look out for that update, DLC update coming, sometime this
In the
year.
future.
In the future.
In the future.
In the future.
I'll be back on for my 51st appearance to promote it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yes. Mike
Hell
will
yeah.
be on definitely when it drops. Yes. Very, very close to when it drops. The day it drops, it's going to be very, very, very close. But till then, you guys, keep licking your chops and getting ready because you're about to get served. About to get served.
Dude,
Wow.
what is this?
About to get
This
served.
is not a
Wow,
dance
sir.
battle,
You're going to
dude.
get served. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, Demolition,
right.
that's crazy.
All right,
Michael,
Mike. Thank you so
All
much
right,
for
guys.
joining us, dude.
We
Always
appreciate your
Thanks for having
time.
me, guys. Awesome.
And your passion and dedication to this game. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Always a pleasure, Mike.
Thank
Yeah, man.
you.
Take care, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
You too. Have a good one.
Can't wait to see Demolition.
Well, let me tell you something. No.
Wow.
Sorry.
You stay away from my daughter.
You stay away from my
Oh God! Stop! Stop, fellas. Come
Hulk
on.
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Hulk Hogan. That's great. That's a great.
It's all about inclusion, brother.
But if he's in the game, can I voice act for him, please? I have a whole script.
Oh, dear.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'm sorry.
We'll make a promo for our Patreon, man.
Yes, yeah, there you go. Done.
There you go.
Oh
Done,
God.
For anybody who wants to see it.
Woke Hogan
Oh,
all day.
Lord.
We'll cut a Woke Hogan promo.
Me and Level 857 been playing rap music the entire time.
Dude.
Terrible, man.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow. Just wow.
Oh, boy.
That's not a big
Anyway.
Hulk Hogan.
That's great. You gotta get like all fucking charged up before you start talking. It's so terrible.
Let's quickly introduce the indie game, plural, of the
Yeah.
week.
Oh yes,
There's
it
more than
is.
one this week.
And
There's
I
more
never,
than one.
I never check them, so it's always exciting for me.
Yeah, you get
Oh,
surprised.
okay. All right.
Here we go.
Let me cue this up here. And
No one stayed away
damn,
from
sis.
it.
wow.
Jesus.
It's foul.
Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon. Not one,
But two.
but two.
Yes.
I
yeah,
miss
man.
this game. I miss this game a lot.
Seriously. And it looks like as 8-bit as it looks, as Castlevania 3 inspired as it looks, it's got enough modernizations to be worthy of a playthrough. Like you can jump and you could kind of direct your jump a little bit when you're, you have a little bit of degree of control. You had no control in Castlevania 3 whatsoever.
Mm.
So I like what they were doing there. When you start getting more characters and stuff, and you switch between them and doing different things, it's an awesome game.
And what they did with the extra characters in part 2, and it's co-op.
Part 2 is co-op, yes.
Part 2 is co-op.
Part 2 is co-op.
So that was definitely very dope because I didn't play through the first one, and I was like, oh, it looks cool, nice little Castlevania thing. And then they said, oh, Part 2 is co-op. I said, oh, we getting in on this.
Part 2 is
and
co-op.
that character right there in the green, that's the guy I picked all the time. What was his name? Rob or some shit like that?
Oh, I forget their names.
Yeah, fucking. He
I forget
he
their
had the
names.
gun. He could shoot across the whole shit. I was like, oh, give me that.
Oh, wow.
Give me that. But it was so dope.
Yeah,
it was
the
so fun.
characters well thought out, skills that you have very, very good. And this is I think this is Inti Creates in Iga's studio Art Play that developed this game. You could tell it's an Inti Creates game because the last boss with the 3 forms.
Oh God,
In both freaking games, it's the bad ending possibility. It's very. If you play Gal Guardians, you could definitely tell and definitely feel the style of they can do Castlevania really well. They do Mega Man S type games very well, and this is definitely something. It's just their quality is written all. Their fingerprints are all over.
The last boss is always a problem.
It is
Definitely a problem. And what was it? The Pharaoh boss.
Oh,
that pissed me off. But we found a nice little cheap way to get that fuck, so I'm very happy.
And it's got the Inti Creates trademark. It's like they make you play through the game once, and then they make you play through it again.
Yeah,
they make for the endings.
Wow.
They switch it up. In the Part 2, they switch it up. They make you go through it. You go through it again. You can start selecting the stages in any order, and then they throw you, I think, the characters from the first game. So the companions you had in the first game are in the second game as well. I think if you play it during a third playthrough, which you kind of have to do because the story progresses and has the real special ending. So
sounds special, man.
they know how to make you, they use the same stages and make you play through it more than once.
That's cool.
And it was great because they switched it up enough to make it not noisy.
It's got the old school difficulty too. So
it is.
We've got some. You can't just roll in there and be like, I'm gonna beat this old ass game. No, you're not.
Yes.
No, you're not. You're gonna die a lot.
Better think twice.
Nah, man. So if you're looking for old school style Castlevania, definitely look for the first one. And if you're looking for a little co-op, look for the second one.
So it gets the official level 857 seal of quality?
Yes,
You
it does.
damn right.
All righty.
You damn right.
And we beat the second game too. So if you wanted to see some gameplay on that, we have it up on our channel.
Yeah,
the
that's
deaths
good.
you'll get a kick out of.
Oh yes.
Nice.
So shout out to Inti Creates once again, creating another banger with Art Play.
Like
Banger after
Hell yeah.
banger after banger.
Burger after burger.
Like
After
POP. The whole.
All right.
Mass produced, yes, you had a question. It is linear. It's the Bloodstained Curse of the Moon games are linear. Kind of like Ritual of the Night was the Metrovania one. They went back with this one to do it's linear, but there's multiple paths, and there's a lot of backtracking. So if you forget like a certain item, you have the chance to select it again, go through it. So it's pretty cool. Very Castlevania 3 like,
Okay.
but linear.
Not bad.
Yep.
Are you guys ready for the news?
Oh no.
The news, the entire.
Well, it's really one article. It's really just one article.
So I guess it's.
Wow.
It's time for the news.
All right. Not bad. That was a
It's
super.
gonna hold
All
pose.
right.
It's gonna
So
hold pose.
this week we're going to talk about the Nintendo Direct,
Direct!
June 2024,
Oh my.
and all the games released. 'cause
Dear Lord.
it's a lot of games. Damn it!
A lot of
Look
shit.
at this. Look
Oh.
at this. This is all the
We
stuff
ain't
they
gonna talk
released.
about all of them, right?
No, we only go
Well,
through
the
all-
highlights, just the highlights.
Okay, I was about to say.
Well, we'll talk about the big ones, and the other
Heck
ones
yeah,
we'll just
man.
kind of skip over a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Say.
Yeah, man.
Because to
No,
be
let's talk
honest,
about
when
all
I
that.
was watching it, I thought the Direct was actually very good, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't really play,
Same here.
so I didn't really get pumped as everybody else did, but I thought it was fucking
Yeah,
cool.
the Hello Kitty
Yeah.
stuff. We don't need to go.
I didn't even
that
talk
much.
about no
It
Hello
looks-
Kitty
it
shit.
looks- it looks
Yeah.
good,
I'm
though.
just talking about like stuff for the like games that I don't really play, but that fan base was fucking popping off. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I know they're gonna explode. So
I'll say I was surprised to see they ported Stray
Yes.
to the Switch. I was like,
Didn't
what?
know it could
I
handle
wasn't
cool.
expecting that, man. Wasn't expecting that. That's a good game. I recommend it.
You like that game, Stray, right? Yeah.
Very good.
let's start from the top. What they start off with?
Let's
They
see.
got that
We'll
Mario,
go in order here.
that
Mhm.
Mario Luigi.
Oh, that game.
That was
Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Now wait, this is a new game or was this a port?
No,
Because
it's new.
It's
New
new, completely
game,
new.
yeah.
Oh, it's
New
cool.
game in the Mario and Luigi series. Like Nintendo's got like 3.
5.
Nah, it kind of RPG Mario's. Paper Mario. They got, and this is the other one. Mario and Luigi is the other role playing one. I guess
Nice.
they got Super Mario RPG. So that's kind of
This
like
looked pretty cool. It
I
looked pretty
like
cool.
the art style. I would like to see this in a Super Mario Brothers game. I think that or the next Super Mario 3D World 2
Side-scrolling, man.
sequel. It could be side-scrolling. It could be 3D. I thought the art was crazy. And when I saw it, I was like, I haven't played one of these games. I played because they came out with a lot of them. They had I think Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. They had the first one was Superstar Saga. They had Bowser Inside World. I have not played Bowser Inside World. I have not played Paper Jam. I played the first 2.
So
And they were good.
I never played any of the Mario and Luigi games. Is this a?
It's good.
Is it action RPG or is it a platform? What kind of game is it?
It's no, it's very much like if you played Super Mario RPG and if you played Paper Mario.
Okay.
It's reminiscent to that. It's reminiscent. It's you're kind of like just moving around and stuff. It kind of feels like a Mario game a little bit, but then when you hit an enemy, it goes to like a turn-based thing. But then you're pressing A to control Mario, you're pressing B to control Luigi, and then you control them. So it's like if you get attacked, you have to press B to make Luigi jump over something. And
This
like
is co-op,
it's
right?
like a time-
This is definitely co-op.
I don't think it's like I guess one person can probably press A and the other one can press
Yeah, I
B
mean, like
to-
I can't. I'm looking at the mechanics. I'm like, this has
Even-
to be co-op.
Maybe
Even
you
looking at both of them. Well, actually, no, it's just Mario.
You are controlling both of them, and it got more complicated within the second one that came out for the DS because you had the baby Mario and Luigi to get control also, and I think they were on the top screen, so you're controlling all characters at the same freaking time, and it was actually pretty cool.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Nintendo always knows how to start and end the direct, though.
Yeah,
They always get your attention with something, and then they know how to,
And someone was talking about this too. It's like, yo, you're giving us 1,000-year door Paper Mario. You just gave us Super Mario RPG, and someone says, yo, where's Mario and Luigi? I'm like, please don't make a port of another one and then come out with a new one with this one. So I was like, yo, that's crazy. I'm looking forward to
that's
it.
good that they made a new one instead of
Porting.
Although there's some ports that I'd like to see still.
Right. I don't want to see any ports from the Mario and Luigi series though. No need for ports.
No.
No need for ports.
I want that Wii Punch Out, bro.
Oh hell yeah!
I want that
Port
Wii
that,
Punch-Out.
remake that, make a new one.
That's the only game.
I want
that
the
hasn't
port. I want the port for that.
Yeah.
Port's gotta happen for that.
cleaned
I
it
agree.
up. This isn't in any particular order. It's not in the order of the direct, but
Okay.
I'll just highlight some games then. I guess. Let's see here.
Throw them out.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
That's how
Holy
they ended
crap.
it. That's how they ended.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That was like not expecting that at all.
I'm glad that they did it because people have been asking for it for a very long time.
I mean, it's
You know,
been talked about for a long ass
like
time.
like
7 years ago.
7 years.
It's been 7 years
freaking
since
years.
they announced it. Yeah.
7 years.
Since they announced the what was it? This the logo for Metroid Prime 4.
We're thinking about making it.
Yeah,
It's on our mind.
But you know what's cool about it is that like this is why I always talk shit about Nintendo, but I respect them because they always bring out quality games.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
when they realized this wasn't ready, they started from scratch, and I respect that.
Yep.
If it's not ready, don't give us a piece of shit and try to sell it to us and be like, oh, this is Metroid Prime 4. No, it wasn't ready. They didn't have anything to show us except for a title. So
Right.
this time they said, here goes some in-game footage that a lot of people are speculating that is the next Switch system, but it's going to be on this system.
Yeah.
But it looked great. From what they showed, it looked great.
It's good.
I'm not a first-person Metroid person, so I don't really fuck with it, but it looks great.
Definitely gonna get it. I've beaten and played the first 3, and I know this is gonna be awesome as well. I always say this. I hope they have a third-person mode. Just they need to do it just to do something different. It would really, really make it awesome if they did. The first-person.
See, when they
combat
did
looks
that,
great.
I thought for a second they were going
Right.
to switch to a different mode. For a second, I was like, don't
Yeah.
tell me it's both. Don't tell me it's both. So, but
They did something like Other M, or it was like a third.
yeah,
the
that'd be
third
fucking
person.
cool.
That'd
I
be
liked
cool.
Other M.
I
I
did
liked
also.
Other M, and a lot of people shun it though. It's
Yeah.
like, but they can do one. I'm telling you, like me and Sticks talk about this all this time.
Returnal.
Returnal plays like how a Metroid should play behind the back third person.
It's hands down
perfect.
the same It's Metroid.
perfect. The way she moves, it's Samus.
The
I'm like,
controls,
come on.
the controls are flawless. man.
Still,
Yeah.
it's right.
And at least
there.
they gave a year that it's coming out, and you know that's all.
It's coming out December 31st, 2025.
Yeah.
I can't. You're probably right.
Yeah,
you are probably right.
Probably. We saw
Probably
gameplay.
right.
We saw everything,
Yep.
and it's like, nah,
You're
it's not
probably
coming out
right.
for a
Mass
long
Produce
time.
said 60 frames per second or bust.
Oh, mandatory. oh, mandatory.
If it's 60 frames per second, Turbo will bust.
Mandatory. All the other primes were so mandatory. Absolutely. And if it can't, the Switch can't push it, which it looks like it did. But if it couldn't,
Well, it did.
Switch 2's gonna do it.
That's why that's why they released the remastered, the first Metroid Prime remastered, and it ran good on the Switch.
Yeah, they were.
So it looks
they
like
were
the same
singing its
engine as that,
praises.
so.
Singing its praises. I'm gonna get it once they post it for like $20.
I got it.
You have it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
I
borrow
played
that
like
shit.
5 minutes of
Let me
it.
borrow that shit.
It's digital, man. You can't.
Oh, forget it.
Fuck, man.
Oh well. Let me use your ID.
Oh,
damn.
Wow.
This guy's stealing my game.
Sir.
Surprise, surprise.
No, but it looks good. It's gonna be great.
The Zelda, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom.
Yes.
Look good.
This
I was actually intrigued in that because I'm not a huge Zelda fan, but
Yeah.
the fact that it's like more puzzly
Yeah.
than a traditional Zelda, and it's like a different way of combat.
Yep.
That would intrigue me.
I was intrigued by what I saw. I was like, yo, because
That was different.
I tell you, everyone's like, yo, you didn't pick up Link's Awakening remake because
It looks
you know,
like the same engine
I'm
as that.
like, it's the same exact engine. I don't.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I don't really dig the art style that much. I don't like it, and I beat Link's Awakening. Like, you know, I've beaten it several times. So I'm like, I'm not doing it. But I saw this. I'm like, okay, the gameplay was enough to intrigue me. I was just like,
Look at
it
that.
looked interesting. So
That's
I'm like,
cool.
I'm gonna play it, regardless of how I feel about the art style. The graphics look good.
Yep.
And the gameplay looks interesting, and you can play as Zelda, which is like never been done. So let's give it a
Right.
shot.
You know what's hilarious? While I'm watching this in
What?
the morning, and they were like, you know, she create chairs and tables. I said, who fucking cares? I'm like, tables and beds and chairs? And then they started going a little bit further. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, now we're talking.
It's funny because
The way it just started, I'm like, oh, she could create another chair. Who gives a shit
I
that
was-
she could create another chair?
I was at work listening to the event. I was just listening to it while I was on my phone, and I put the speaker on, so I'm just working or whatever, and I heard that too, and I thought the same shit.
Like,
I'm
who
like,
the fuck
I'm like, wait, what?
cares? But then she's like beating enemies and like creating them again. I
Yeah,
said, oh,
yeah.
now she can create an army. And I'm like,
Yep.
okay,
Yeah,
now
you
we're
could
getting
You
there.
can send enemies to you.
Yeah, that's like that gives me Assassin's Creed Brotherhood vibes. You know,
Yep.
when you have your people, you send them over there or
Yep.
whatever. Or Freedom Fighters. Those who know, they know about Freedom Fighters for the PS2. When you got a crew, you just send them over there, send them over there. Like that kind of mechanic is always
Yeah.
fun to me.
No?
But yeah, I was like, oh, what the fuck am I gonna do with a chair in the bed? What the fuck am I gonna do?
Nothing.
And there was a bunch of stuff. What was it? I forgot what the items are called. It was something that a wish or some
Echoes.
shit. Echoes. That was it.
Yeah, because the title is what? Echoes of Wisdom. So
Right.
it's like, yeah, when she starts like doing with the killing the different enemies, taking the echo, and all the enemies do different things to different enemies. Like that type of
Right.
stuff is like, you know, it just which encourages experimentation. You know, so it's just like I'm like, this is gonna be addictive.
I
This looks good.
feel that bizarre, but I think for this world it works for her.
Mhm.
But Zelda is a badass.
Yeah.
Like if she was like this in like a fucking Warriors game, I'd be like, what'd you do to her? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, because Zelda is arguably the strongest in the entire in the Zelda series. She's
Right.
so powerful.
It's funny how her name is in the fucking
Yeah,
every game.
she's
and
so powerful.
Never,
but I
never
think
been
for this,
playable. Except
I
for
think
now.
for this kind of
She's
style, it
powerful
works.
when she harnesses the power of the Triforce of Wisdom. That's when she's.
She could. She's like Scarlet Witch. She could fucking pop Link like this if she wants.
She has that sealing power. She could hold a motherfucker in a castle for 100 years. You know, it takes
She's
a lot.
strong.
It
She's
takes
strong.
a lot. You know, it definitely does take a lot. So, yeah.
What did you
That-
guys think of the Super Mario Party?
That's
Jamboree?
dope.
that
That's
looked
dope.
actually pretty good. You know?
we
It
gotta
made
get
me
that on the
think.
channel.
It made me think about like how Nintendo could legit release a Mario system.
Yeah.
If they want to.
Oh,
They
yeah,
could release a
absolutely.
Mario
They
system.
could- they could.
That's what's fucking scary.
Absolutely,
They
bro.
could release a Mario system and it'll fucking sell.
Just the face of Mario.
And every game,
It's just gotta be
every
all-
single game in genre will be Mario. They can do that, and no other system could do that.
Yeah.
No other company could
I mean,
do
they
that.
have enough games. Yeah.
They have enough genres. They have enough games.
Everything.
And his face is on everything.
Yep.
No, but Jamboree looked good, and it's like now I got a dilemma because I was going to. I wanted to buy a Mario Party game because I know that my daughter's gonna love it. But I'm like, we played Mario Party Superstars, which is a
Right.
collection of a lot of them for over the years, and that's
Right.
dope. Then they got Super Mario Party. This Super Mario Party Jamboree whoa, I don't know. I can't really tell them apart. You know,
Right,
I
yeah.
just got into Super Mario Party now.
I'm wondering what they
I
added.
can't tell them apart. So,
So
I'm
it's-
like,
Yeah, they added one or two new stages. They brought back old stages from other ones. They added more mini games like the ones that you're looking at here.
Shit.
Yeah, it's just they're fucking wild, man. It's a lot.
and they're fun. They're a lot of fun.
It's wild. They're hilarious. You could do
Look
an
at that
entire
one.
game with the mini games if you
Yeah.
want. Like you
Yeah.
can. You
Yeah,
can.
Yeah, you could just play minigames.
That's
There's like what, over 150?
110, 100, whatever. It's fucking ridiculous.
Nuts.
But
Yup.
yeah, Mario's the you know,
The king.
he's the
the
new
king.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Seriously. But that game looked good. So I don't know if I'm gonna get that or Mario Party Superstars on my Switch. So we'll see.
We'll end up playing it somehow
Yeah, right.
on the channel, so I could yell about losing for no fucking reason.
We were talking about ports before, and they're bringing Donkey Kong Country Returns HD.
Yeah, I beat that years ago. You know, so I'm like, I
Same
saw it and
here.
I was like, okay. I'm
So
like,
it was a good game, but
it was good. It's a quality. Look, it was the first, Donkey Kong Country that was co-op.
Right.
Like before, it was co-op alternating. You know, you guys had the team at the same time. But somebody was in the lead. If it was Donkey Kong, that was player one until he
Right.
slapped Diddy's hand.
See, this sounds bad now.
I know.
It sounds bad now
Damn.
because his name's Diddy.
That's
They're gonna have
terrible.
to change his name now. They can't have him Diddy Kong anymore. Diddy Kong's name has to change. You've ruined it for
I saw it
everyone.
was like slap Diddy's hand. It's like,
yeah.
you gotta tell him no.
You gotta tell him
You
no. You
gotta
slapped
tell
Diddy's
him no.
hand. You gotta
Oh,
tell him
His
no.
name has got to be Danny Kong now.
Yeah, Danny Kong. You can't have this Diddy anymore. That's
He
probably
loves-
why it's taking so long for a sequel.
Diddy loves bananas, man.
Yes, he does.
That's how you win at the game. This was foreshadowing. Oh my god.
Diddy loves bananas.
Diddy loves bananas. You know? But
Wow.
Donkey Kong Returns though it is a quality. It's a great quality Donkey Kong Country game. I think Donkey Kong Country Returns and Freeze is better than the old Donkey Kong Country games anyway.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
one thing.
Can't go
Diddy
wrong
Kong
with
is never getting the game by himself again.
No.
No.
P Diddy Kong. Someone should do it.
P. Diddy Kong.
P Diddy Kong.
He's coming after you in a go-kart.
Damn.
Give me your banana. Wait, what?
Hey, give me your banana. What the fuck? I ain't got no fucking bananas.
Take that.
Let's go shopping, Daddy.
Let's go shopping. Take that.
Take Donkey Kong shopping.
Oh shit. Yo, that's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
That's wild, man.
Beat you down with a face.
We got to move on to another game.
Wow.
We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, but it's
The
gonna
jokes
get
don't
bad.
stop.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
they
get
don't
bad.
Dragon Quest 3 HT 2D remake. What the heck?
Oh, what was that? The what?
Oh yeah,
Dragon Quest
They
3.
did 1, 2, and 3
HD
remake.
2D remake.
Yeah, I was just like, look, I'm looking forward to the third one. My only critique is that the in-game fighting, you're just seeing slashes, and I wanted to see.
It's still like that.
I think it's still like that with the fighting. They show a sprite of the characters before the fight starts, but then when the fight starts, they zoom it up a little bit, and you just kind of see slashes to the thing. But the graphics look great. I love the 2D HD art style. It looks
I always love it.
beautiful.
I always love it.
Beautiful. So I might get a purchase. But I'm like, Dragon Quest 1 and 2. I'm like, 1 was a slog. You know, I saw whatchamacallit, Joe was playing the first one not too long ago. He was
Really?
streaming that, and I was watching it for a bit, and I'm just like, yo, this game is old.
Yeah,
It's
he'll
old.
fight for that game till his
He'll
death.
fight for it.
And I'm like, no, that shit's dated, dude. That shit is dated.
You can play Phantasy Star 1. You can look at it and play it, listen to the music. It still holds up. Dragon Quest 1 is a slog. It's tough,
Do
man.
you think they
slog?
change anything?
What the fuck is a slog?
It's a slog to get through, man. It's just like
Wait, is
It's a
that a
chore.
word?
when
It's a
you
chore.
press fight, you don't see a slash. The enemy just flashes red.
Nah,
you
we're
know?
past
It's
that. We
like,
can't do that no more.
Yeah.
it's a rough deal. But the first two, you know, the second one gave you, I think, 2 companions, which kind of amped up. But you have no party in the first one. It's just you.
No, that's trash.
It's just you.
That's
back
dated.
and forth.
That's
it's
dated.
back and forth with the enemy. You can't. It's tough.
Bizarre, you don't need tactics, man. You got triangle strategy, man. Trust me.
Damn.
We'll never play it again. You won't even who cares about tactics. Triangle strategy.
And you
man.
got Tactics Ogre. Speaking
Telling
of tactics,
telling you, man.
not Tactics Ogre. Sorry. What was the other one?
Oh wait.
Unicorn over.
Unicorn over.
Ho, ho!
That
Don't
was
say-
what I was thinking of when I
Oh.
said Tactics.
Ew, man.
I think about playing that every day.
Ogre
Ew,
Tactics.
man.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break pretty soon.
I think about it every day.
I can't.
It's in my sleep.
One step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
They were talking about.
What do
that
you
game?
guys think of the Ace Attorney Investigations
I
collection?
fell asleep. No, I'm just kidding. No, no, these games
Damn.
aren't for me. These games
Well,
aren't
yeah,
for me.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
lie.
not for me.
I love these games. I do, and
I do also,
I
but
fell
there's
asleep. I do fall asleep playing them sometimes. It's just
Yeah.
like It's just I fall asleep playing Dragon Quest games.
Yeah.
It's just something I do with these
You're a
text-heavy
father.
games.
I fall
He's
asleep
old.
reading.
He falls asleep easily.
I fall asleep reading, man.
He's a father.
And you do a lot of reading in this.
Now let me tell you something about the investigation game, because these games aren't as popular as the other Ace Attorney games, but these games are great. These games, I played the first one when it came out for the DS. The second one was a Japanese only. I was playing a translated version of it. And,
Okay.
But it's a DS one, so I'm like, yeah, I still haven't
It's hard to
played.
get through.
So now that they modernized it and the art's all different, it looks better. I'm gonna cop this. I'm definitely probably gonna cop it. Maybe even play the first one again. No, probably just go straight to the second one. I'm just gonna, I know how it ends. I know it ends.
Said I ain't playing this shit.
I know the story. I
played this game.
might play the first one over again, but I'm gonna probably aim for the second one because that's the one that I totally haven't. But these games are great. So I recommend them if you haven't tried one. But you might fall asleep from all the reading. But the
Yeah, it's a
writing
lot
is
of
smart.
reading,
It's smart writing. It's very,
I'll pass the fuck
It's
out.
a lot of reading. It's good though. Some of the stories are intriguing.
Mass
Sure.
producer, he tried, he couldn't. You give it a shot, and it's like
It's either it's your thing or it's not.
it's a niche thing. But
I'm a fan of Ace Attorney, but this one I was kind of like, nah, man, I don't know.
You don't like Miles
I don't know.
Edgeworth? He's a good character. You don't like Miles?
Never played that game.
The fuck's his name?
Miles
Miles
Edgeworth.
Edgeworth.
Edgeworth?
I never played that one.
Sounds like
But-
fucking
but you-
Beef Wellington.
You see him. You play cases where he's
Yeah.
like the prosecutor
Yeah.
and stuff like that. He's hilarious. He's a funny character. Funny character. But yeah, it's not for you. It's not for you. It is what
Chalk said,
it is.
I don't know. I'll have to try. Maybe if they have a demo, I'll try it out and see how I feel.
If they're
about
smart,
it.
they'll have you do like a case as a demo. I think they did that for one of the games.
If
They
it'd be
did
good if
case.
they did that, and I would try it. I'll give it a shot. But just from watching, I don't know. Nintendo World Championships NES Edition announcement trailer. What the heck?
That looked interesting. That looks like
oh, with all the old NES games in there?
it looks like what they did during the Wii U era. When they had the
That's
remix
cool.
stuff.
That's cool. I like it when they throw, not let people forget about the originals.
And there's leaderboard things, right? There's online competition stuff.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool.
So I might, if it's like $10, I'll get it.
If Tetris is on there, I'll throw. I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it was in the World Championships.
Do it.
Just look good.
Do
Yeah,
it.
I
I'd be
thought-
interested.
It looked interesting. If it's under the $20, yeah, I might cop it. If it's more than 20, no, it's not happening.
$49.99.
No, I'll play most of those games on the NSO. Most of the games on the NSO.
Nintendo Switch Sports. They
Nintendo's-
also announced in the direct.
Oh, with a
Basketball.
basketball.
Yeah.
announced, yeah, which is cool.
I want to get that game. I'm just not gonna pay $30 for it.
It's $30.
All right.
I think it's $39.99. Usually when it goes on sale, it goes to $30. I'll pay $20. But it looks good though. I do want to
This
play.
it's not bad. I always just think of the Wii every time I see
Yep.
games like this. So I'm like,
Yeah.
this is the Wii's
Yeah.
not even.
Jump shot still flame.
Yeah.
No, man, it's like that looks no.
Crossover.
That's cool. You know,
Looks
for
fun.
families and
Dunk
stuff like
on
that.
It
Yeah.
looks fun.
They
Don't
got
call
the
'em.
soccer
Both of
one
them.
where you put the freaking Joy-Con strapped to your leg.
But I think when you have things like these, you're gonna have like people
That's
like
cool.
Sticks that like figures out a way to get the perfect shot
Wow.
and cheat like he did in bowling. So I think
Wow.
Cheat.
Damn, bro.
I might get
so
that.
it's gonna be flawed. You know.
Daughter might like it.
Call
I like
him
it. I just
out.
don't want
Let's
to throw in that
see.
shit at the TV, so maybe not. I don't know. Joy-Con at the TV. She can get that strap
And
on her wrist. I'm not gonna hit her with a strap.
Dude, what's
Just,
going on over here?
Making sure.
Are you
know?
having?
okay?
He's like having a conversation with himself.
No, because I said strap. People are like, oh no.
What people?
Like,
Ain't nobody said anything.
Who said that?
I'm just saying.
Yo, he's having like his
You
own
okay?
little episode.
Make
Said
sure,
it in his
the
head.
haters. The haters.
You all right? What haters?
No, there's nobody in the chat
No,
hating
no,
right now.
not the chat right now, man. Just say the haters who listen later.
All right, moving
We
on.
had haters. Our page
Yeah.
would be bigger.
Moving on. Lego Horizon Adventures was coming out to the Switch, which was interesting.
I was
looks
like,
cool.
what?
It was interesting. I was like, wait, whoa.
Yeah, I'm like,
This was.
It looks cool, but I don't want to
announced-
play it.
This was announced during
Right?
the Game Fest or one of those other events, and I'm like, I was surprised to see it come out for the Switch.
but the guy who does Horizon said he really wants Aloy to be in Smash Brothers. He said he wanted,
Wow.
he wants to be in Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
the Smash Brothers is over.
Yeah, he's holding on to something. He's like, maybe if you guys are coming out with a sequel in the future or some shit like that, maybe we can get her in there.
Multiversus.
I hope they do an Ultimate too, though. They're gonna have to do an Ultimate.
But
too.
I don't know, I'm
You know the
when it comes to
licensing.
this, I'm like, I don't really I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I'm like,
No, it looks like it'll be fun, but I have no interest in playing it.
because the original one is so dope.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, so I don't really fuck with this.
I don't know. I think there's a saturation of Lego games, man.
Some are amazing. Like
think-
Star Wars ones are fucking incredible because
And
they
Marvel
refuse
ones
to
is
make
dope,
games
too.
like that.
I mean, they're all fun, but I think there's just too many of them. There's too many of them.
It's, as long as the game is
the
good.
Lego Marvel games are dope too.
They're all
yeah,
fun.
they're all good.
It's not that it's bad. They're all fun, but
It's like, do you
there's a
want
lot.
to play it as your favorite characters looking like a Lego character? No, I don't
Really?
fucking want to.
We played the Batman one, right? The Batman and Robin
Yeah.
one. There was one.
yeah.
We played through that. That was really well done. We played through the Star Wars one, several of the
Star Wars is
ones.
the best in the
Yeah.
series.
Another one that took me off guard.
Mm.
Let's see here. Stray.
Stray.
Stray being ported to the Switch. Like, what?
Switch
That's cool.
fan.
They're
have
like,
to-
listen, we're going
have to
for this
check that out.
156,000 units sold, all right? So we're
Yeah.
going to throw all this shit at you to these fucks. Buy our games so we
Which-
top PlayStation.
And this is a great game, though.
That's what they want.
156,000. Don't you mean like 156 million?
Million.
This is
What'd I say,
a-
1,000?
Yeah, he said 1,000.
Million.
I'm like,
Million.
didn't they do that last week?
They did that like, yeah, they did that like without
The
even
Wii
blinking.
U sold 13 mil.
I'm surprised they're able to pull this off.
Looks good.
No. It does
Wow.
look
Sw-
good.
Switch
I mean,
will
that-
shock you sometimes. They did fucking Nier Automata.
They did
Right.
Witcher 3.
How the fuck did they
But
do
no,
Nier Automata?
I mean, if they could do Tears of the Kingdom. I mean,
Yeah. Tears of
Tears of the
but
Kingdom
looks-
looks
But
beautiful.
this was
Yes.
originally released on PS5, bro.
Yeah.
The Stray was it was like high fidelity.
yeah, whenever you get
high
the
dev, it was like
realism type look, it's
Yeah.
I never see it too much on the Switch. And the fact
Right.
that
So the fact that they're able to pull it off, I don't know what the frame rate's gonna be.
they're like,
I don't know if it's gonna be
30.
locked.
they're gonna release.
I don't know if it's gonna be
They're gonna
locked
release
either.
a statement saying if you play it for more than 2 hours, your system might be on fire. So be sure to only play 1 hour and let the
Might
system
be
cool
melted,
off.
yeah.
Make sure your system is unplugged.
Yeah.
Otherwise it might explode.
Get a ice cube or a fan.
Yeah, put a fan
Put it next to the
Switch
AC. Whatever you gotta
Dude,
do.
Mortal Kombat 1 is on the Switch.
after 5
Yeah.
patches.
Yeah.
after
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
patches.
Is it
It
really
ran
on the
after-
I think
Switch, though?
I think it looks better now, right?
Yeah.
I think it looks better.
I think it was better.
I hope. I know.
What else? What else we got?
You know what I want to talk about. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying.
yeah.
I'm
I
looking
can't
for
wait.
it. I'm looking for it. Yeah, pretty much what everybody. The elephant in the room here. Let's talk about this.
No, I
I
know.
want to
bruh.
take you for a ride.
Yeah, man. When I heard that, I was like,
Da-da-da-da.
oh,
This was like, I think to me, this is like the biggest surprise, man.
yeah.
Bruh.
It's like,
Hell yeah, man.
This was like the biggest surprise of the direct. Cause it
And
was
what
like,
we're talking about is the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection arcade classics.
yes.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
I'm so full because the fighting game community is eating.
Oh my, yeah, seriously.
eating, son.
Seriously.
Oh,
we
so
eating.
beat 'em ups and fighters, bro.
For like the past
Seriously.
2-3 years, we've been eating.
Beat 'em ups and fighters have been doing a comeback
It's
like
insane.
crazy, bro. Look at this.
Look at that
this roster.
collection.
Bro.
This roster's crazy.
What a
That is wild.
Oh my
That is
God.
absolutely wild.
Yo,
to
when
have
this-
all these games in one collection.
This was
That's
going on.
crazy.
Bro, that
So-
that is a dream.
I'm listening to the direct, right? My
Mhm.
phone's in my pocket with the speaker on. I'm listening to the direct, and then I heard the Punisher arcade. I was like, wait, what? I had to take my phone out the pocket. I was like, hold on a second. What the hell?
I was
The
at work while
Punisher.
I was at work while this was on, and y'all and you guys threw it in the WhatsApp chat, and I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I saw that shit live. I said,
And I walked out the room. I
Yo.
walked out the office to go watch the trailer. I'm like,
Freaking crazy.
oh shit.
When I saw it, I
a big
thought
fucking
the
deal.
collection. When I saw the announcement, right, didn't even read any details of it. I'm thinking it's Marvel vs. Capcom 1 and 2, and I was
Right.
just like, okay, even that was enough. But I was just like,
Nah, they went.
X-Men: Children of the Atom,
above
Street Fighter
and beyond.
versus freaking X-Men, Street Fighter versus Marvel, what you call Marvel superheroes. That's crazy. And then just got in Punisher arcade. I was like, what?
The best version.
Hell?
and then
I'm
just threw
like,
that in there. Yeah, he goes to
they're
Punisher.
doing a
Arcade.
Punisher. I was like, what?
Best version of it too, man.
I'm like, this is.
Look at that.
I'm like, what an insane collection.
Oh.
And if it does
Insane.
well, dude, if it does well, we're like one step closer to getting Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
why these
Oh,
things.
yeah,
This is
they're
why these
testing the
things
waters.
happen. These are why these things.
We're one step closer. I mean, it's still a long shot to make it happen, but if they can get through this licensing, they can certainly work something out with Disney now. You know what I mean?
True.
Bruh, let me tell you.
I always like whenever I see like remakes or things getting remastered or brought back from like years ago because the following is still, still there. Like it's not like hey, this IP is here, but not many people want it. No one cares anymore, which is always false.
Right.
Because there's the following for a lot of these IPs is fucking crazy, and they do these things as a tester. Like
Yep.
they'll keep their ear to the ground, probably check out Reddit. A lot of people still talk about it. A lot of influencers on YouTube still talk about it, and they hear it. They won't acknowledge it that they hear it until they come out with something, and this is what they did. They came out with it, and I want to take you for a ride. That's like the sound. That's like the war cry for that community.
And and it's crazy because it's like to have all those on one system. I no longer have to turn on my Dreamcast or my Saturn to play any one of those games. You know what I mean? Like
exactly,
dude. That is so huge.
I'm like
so
that
huge.
Saturn and Dreamcast. Freaking just merged together. I'm like, wow. I'm like, well, perfect. That's smart.
It's like, continue to go into Saturn's catalog because they have a lot of shit there to bring back. Please continue.
Let me live, bro. Let me live. Let me talk about this. Let me live. Let me live, son. But like X-Men: Children of the Atom, the experiment. You know what I'm saying? And that started
that was
whole. It was really good.
I played that. I played that with you at your place. Yeah, that was fucking.
And it started the whole thing. And I was watching a little bit of Maximilian Dude's reaction to it.
You scream like a bitch. I love it.
And character for the first time in Children of the Atom, Juggernaut and Magneto are playable.
They weren't playable.
Wait, no, they weren't. They were never playable.
They were never playable. Yeah.
Really?
In Marvel, I think in Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, Cyber Akuma's a playable.
Wow.
Oh, Akuma's playable in Children of the Atom also. Dude, it's man, I cannot wait.
I like seeing even though like I don't play those games, I like seeing a community erupt for something that they really love.
Yeah.
And it's really cool to see. And I want to know what that feels like. So I'm holding out hope, but like it's really fucking cool to see it because I know how much the fan following for this shit is fucking insane.
Yeah, of course those classic fighting games, but the Punisher arcade game.
We call that the cherry on top. That's the cherry on top.
That was a mic drop.
It's the Punisher arcade, which is one of the funnest beat 'em up arcades I've ever.
I gotta see Victor Lucas.
I didn't see Victor Lucas' reaction.
Right. I didn't see it either.
Did he scream like a bitch too? I love it because I'll do the same thing for my game. I'll scream like a bitch. Yeah. Maximilian said, "What?
Yeah.
He does that all the time. I love it.
Dude, I can't even put it into words how excited I am. And I was commenting on Instagram about it, and people were like, "Yo, dude, calm down, man. It was a miracle that they pulled this off." I'm like, "Yeah, but if you don't ask, closed mouths don't get fed. Give me Marvel vs. Capcom 4."
True. Yeah, speak it
into existence.
You gotta
and
talk
something
about
will happen. You
gotta talk about it. But guys, just remember, you support this game, and we're one step closer to Marvel vs. Capcom 4. And on top of that,
they'll
make sure you get a physical copy because you never know when they're going to delist it. So,
true.
Wait for the physical.
True.
I mean, and the price, I don't even know how much this is priced, but I'd pay $60 for it.
$500.
I'd pay $60.
Oh, I don't even know. Yo, I wonder what do you think the price is going to be?
I don't care.
What do you think
I'm buying it.
$60
What's a fair
doesn't matter.
price? What's a fair
Does it matter?
A fair price would, honestly, if I'm
$1 billion.
No, if I'm not bullshitting, $60 would be a fair price. It would be because people are still paying like $100, $150 to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on Dreamcast.
The amount of value that you're getting in that game.
Yeah.
Online
That's
fucking
ridiculous.
leaderboards. Like, yo, come on, man.
Yeah, and
If it's lower than 60, I'd be surprised.
with rollback netcode,
4. He thinks Sticks said 40.
40.
40.
If it's 40, that's a steal.
That's a
online
steal,
gameplay,
Yeah.
rollback netcode
Yep.
for every game.
For everything.
That's
Bro,
insane.
come on, yo, it's $60 is a fair price.
That's
Online
really
co-op
nothing.
too.
60
I
really
wouldn't.
is
I wouldn't even flinch at that.
Yeah, that's
$60.
nothing.
I'd be like, okay, take my money.
What do you
my
guys
money.
think of? This is a weird announcement, but Metal Slug Attack Reloaded, the tower defense.
I
Metal
was
Slug game.
surprised at that because Tactics is coming out, and I'm
Right.
like, what the hell? So I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
Now they got a tower defense.
I'm like, I saw it, and I was just like, well, what are they doing?
At first, I thought it was going to be tactics, and then I'm like, no, wait, what? Tower defense?
It's one of those things where like,
I like that artwork.
and I don't, and they have the awesome artwork.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to seem like that guy, but I'm going to. But it was one of those things where I said, I just don't give a fuck about this game at all.
Well, I'm
Like,
with you
I
on that.
do not give a fuck about this
I'm with
game.
you on that. I'm not a big fan of tower defense.
Eric, do you remember
I know
Aegis
there's a lot.
Defenders? With
That game was the shit.
with the tower defense.
But, dude, I just did not care about it. I just saw a bunch of explosions and good artwork. That's what I saw. I didn't care. I like Metal Slug as the Contra game.
Right.
Yeah.
The tactics
The
one
tactics
is
looks
interesting.
good.
That
The
one looks
tactics one looks
interesting.
good.
I
I'm,
guess
I'm
looks
interested
okay,
in
but
that.
not, you know me, I'm a strategy, whore. So it didn't intrigue me either, especially when you just
Because you don't
play.
like the war strategy games.
What do you
know?
mean?
Do you like?
Yeah, you didn't like
you
Advance Wars or any of
No, it
those?
wasn't my type. Yeah, it
Right.
wasn't my type.
You
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the-
so I get it.
I
the
tried them.
RPG ones.
Like
you know?
Larissa, I didn't get into
Yeah,
that.
so you like the medieval RPG style.
I like having like individual control over characters rather than armies.
Units.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
units.
like units.
Even though like they sold it to me in Dragon Force, so it's weird.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm picky with that. I don't know.
I mean, everything else in this in the direct really, nothing else really to me personally didn't really
That's messed
stand
up.
out. But everything we spoke about it was already.
There was a Square game.
Fantasian.
Yeah, that
That
was.
people were sweating and extremely happy
Really?
about. I don't know anything about the
It
game,
looked gorgeous.
but they said it's people were
Fantasian?
people were
looked
pumped about
freaking-
it.
Neo Dimension. Here it is.
People were so excited. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
I
don't
didn't
know.
even pay attention to this part.
No, this was. I saw it was like okay, maybe.
No, I saw
swear
everything.
I think it's for the phone, for the Apple phone. and
Maybe,
It's,
yes.
yes.
Oh, it's a mobile
Oh, it's a
game.
mobile game?
yes.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no, I'm good on that.
That's a hard
No.
sell.
no, it's an RPG that people are going crazy for.
Oh,
So
okay.
I
it's
saw
dope,
it.
yeah.
I
Oh, so it was on a.
Oh, Nobuo Uematsu did the composure?
This
Oh,
game
okay.
moves at a
Composer.
beautiful 60
It
frames.
looks good. No, it looks good.
Beautiful 60 frames, and it's just like I was like, yo, I'm like, this looks awesome.
And what kind of game is this?
Turn-based. You're gonna see some.
Stick says, yeah, it's an Apple exclusive by the original creators of Final Fantasy.
Wow.
Ah.
Yes, this is the turn. It's a turn-based system, and it just like you can't tell right now, but it's beautiful 60 frames.
Wow.
It looks smooth. I was like, this is on the Switch. I was like, what? Okay.
Wow.
You know, jeez.
Wow.
It's pretty crazy. Pretty freaking crazy.
Looks interesting.
It looks good.
Looks interesting.
Mass Produce said you forgot that Metroidvania game.
That Metroidvania, that narrows it down.
One thing I forgot to mention,
Uh-huh.
the Marvel vs. Capcom collection, not on Xbox. Very weird.
You know, I heard the reason.
What's the name of the Metroidvania game? Sorry.
If I had the list in front of me, I'd be able to
Let me
point it
see.
out.
Because I got the list in front of me, but I don't know what the hell.
Mio Memories in Orbit.
Mio Memories. No, there we go. Mio Memories.
Okay. This is a Metroidvania game?
It might be.
Again, I listened to the direct, so I didn't really watch it.
Oh,
what the hell?
that's the worst way.
Again,
to
I'm at work, man. It was going live, so
No,
I'm like, all right,
wait, how dare you go to work?
all right, I'll get
and not
fired.
listen?
I'll get fired next time.
No,
all right?
Please, this is more important.
No excuse. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we messed
Oh,
up. We
fuck.
should have gotten fired, man.
Or get fired next time.
All
You're
right, so
fired.
this is it right here. So it's Mio Memories in Orbit.
Not bad.
What is that? It's like hand drawn art.
Oh, hold on. Yes.
Or
yes.
social
Yeah,
shaded?
this is like the second or third thing.
I
Third
remember
game
this.
announced. Yeah, I remember this.
This looks pretty good. Actually.
Freaky.
It's weird,
This
intriguing though. And this is a Metroidvania. Interesting.
Pretty good.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh.
Wait for that action.
I like
pop
that.
off.
Oh, I like the art style.
No, the
man.
art style is pretty freaking cool.
The art style
That's
is really
clean.
interesting,
That
man. I
game
like
is
it.
clean. Clean.
It's
fucking
like
game.
cell shaded, but looks like drawn. But it's
I love
cell
it.
shaded.
The more I keep seeing these stylized, hand drawn games, I love it. I love seeing it. It's just so fun to even if I don't play the game, it looks just beautiful.
That
This is
platform
cool.
looks a little complicated, though.
Ah.
We'll have it on Fighter Fridays. Chuck. We'll play that along with the horror
Exclusive.
game. Exclusive.
No,
You're gonna see it here
That is
first.
a
Yep.
negative.
Double A 5.
You
No,
hear it here
sir.
first, y'all.
No, sir.
All right. So is that it, everybody?
I'm not sure. because
Satisfied?
I
I'm
don't know.
satisfied.
We might be
Marvel vs.
missing some
Capcom.
stuff.
I mean,
Collection.
we're definitely gonna miss something, man. We can't go through all fucking.
But there could be some bangers that you're missing.
Well, there was- I know
let us
some,
know in the
uh,
chat
after
if
banger.
we miss anything, and we'll talk about it later.
you mean now?
No, well, I'm ready. I'm ready to take a break, man. I have to use the bathroom.
That's all you guys say. That's all you guys say, Al.
Hell yeah, that'll work.
Well,
Bring
I said it.
Bring a diaper next time, dude. Come prepared. I went 3 times already.
Anyway, yeah, we'll be right back, y'all. Stay tuned.
Hell yes. And until we do, and if you haven't already, yeah, we have a monthly game giveaway that is live right now for June, and it is, people been going crazy over it right now. They want to be the next winner. They want to be the one who gets the next free game, and it could be you. So head over to 857ent.com/giveaway after the podcast. Sign in. Do as many of the entries as possible. And it'll only increase your chance of possibly being the winner for the game giveaway. And
Bro, I just read the tweet that you pinned.
you like that, right?
No, it's awful. It is awful.
Oh man, that's
This
hilarious. I tell you, it was genius. It was genius.
Not really.
You know, and for some reason, after I did that tweet, we have the highest participants in a monthly giveaway in our history. It must have been.
Well, let me tell you something, Turbo. That's all I got.
Turbo, but I have a quick question for you, Turbo. How do you feel about Capcom releasing a generational ass whooping?
He's an adrenaline. Choc, you need to be worried because this is the thing. It's on the Switch. I could bring it with me. I could bring it with me. That means your ass is gonna be on the platter. It's like I can practice with this game. I could own this game. I could cultivate my style daily on this game. All right, daily is, it's a little bit embellishing. I can't do that with any fighting game, except for Multiversus. I can always fit in time for Multiversus. And it is getting tighter, everybody. The game is getting tighter, and it's feeling better. Pause. But I do recommend checking out that game, too. If you're remotely interested in any Warner Brother IP, they do it justice in that game. It's really, really awesome. But more about that. Again, let's get back to the giveaway.
The link is in the chat.
Hell yes. Hell yes. Let me see if there were any other things. Fantasian looks amazing. There's Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. I don't know what type of a game that is, but it's based on Lord of the Rings. Disney Illusion
Oh, no,
Island.
that was like some Hobbit shit. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to be no damn Hobbit.
Disney Illusion Island is getting a free update. Let's see. Luigi's Mansion 2 is almost here. Let's see. Funko Fusion. That looks like, there was that game that you look like the Pops characters. Those big.
Oh, that was actually pretty innovative. Yeah, they had He-Man up in there. Yeah, there's some pretty, different bosses from different.
I hate the way Pops look, but
I
that
do.
game looked interesting.
But it's a very creative way
Oh,
of
that
doing
Pops game. That's right.
Yes. That was there. Darkest Dungeon. If anyone knows Darkest Dungeon, the first game, I think it came out for PS or something.
Nash Pro said, please listen to what I have to say, brother. Woke Hogan.
it. Say, brother. Welcome.
Please listen to what I have to say, bro.
Hogan. All right.
Yes, the Mio game. Oh, and Among Us has got some new, some new jobs.
Oh,
you can do.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's some pretty cool little classes they have. I like that.
Hell yes.
I was in the gym earlier, man, playing some Onyx.
Wow. Bro.
All right.
Looney Tunes basketball. Yes, that's right, Sticks. That looked good. I was about time Warner Bros. Did something with that IP.
You better warn her, brother.
Damn.
That's a good one, actually.
Damn,
I
man.
like that.
That was trash.
I freaking like that.
Yeah.
That was trash.
See, it's called self-awareness.
That was hot garbage.
You see that, Turbo?
I found it funny though.
Nah, man, I thought that was great.
It was straight garbage.
You better
but I
warn
found it
her,
funny.
All right, man. Tell us, how was the Multiversus Maniacs?
Oh, we're doing that now.
Are we going to talk about the games we
the
played? man?
games
Yeah.
that we played? Yes. Hell
Yeah.
yes.
So
Hell
we're
yes.
talking about Multiversus Maniacs.
That's a good question. I think it's got tweaks since we played
We
it.
did not get any drops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
The-
improved.
Their updates have been good. They've been quick and they've been efficient with the updates. So
Very
yeah,
good.
we didn't have any drops during that. I feel like this time around, as me and Turbo were talking about, it feels like we're playing from scratch again because the beta felt so different.
Mhm.
So you get used to one type of play style, and this is a different type of play style, and that's good and bad in some ways.
Yeah.
There are, I think the one thing what they keep hyping up is the big update with the characters
Okay.
to fix some of the balancing.
All right.
Because you could pick, if you play Multiversus, you can go online, you know who's broken because you'll continue to fight the same character a lot.
Right.
So there'll be a lot of like attack loops is what they call them, and you could keep doing the same attacks over and over. Bugs has them. The new one is Bugs has been the cheapest character. Joker will have him. Harley Quinn will have him.
Shaggy.
And
Taz?
notice Taz has hitbox problems. He has invincible hitbox problems. So those complaints will be fixed, I believe, when the that patch is released, as well as hopefully the attack decay that's got to come back. But other than that, I was having matches. We were having matches, and there was no drops, no skipping.
That's a major one though.
That's
a big one.
It has to play
first and foremost.
That's probably was the most important thing. It has to play well.
Right.
And even as I was playing the one-on-ones before we went live, they felt fine. The matches felt fine. I didn't have any issues, other than they got rid of Superman's move, but which I will always complain about until they fix it.
Gotta learn how to play a character, bro.
You know what the funny thing is about that? Even when I win, it's not that fun win. You know what I'm saying?
Why not, dude?
Because
you're basically winning with a handicap.
Nah. See, this is what someone says when they don't play the game that much. See, the way I use that character, okay, with the throw, when he throws up and he throws down, all right, that's not a handicap, okay? That's
no, you not having the move is a handicap.
But it's not fun.
I was trying to give you a compliment.
Oh, I thought you were saying I was winning with a compliment.
Misunderstood that.
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's not like Mario Kart where you win with assisted steering.
Well, no. Well, first of all, check the tape. Check the tape.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
No,
as you were
sincere.
saying. So.
But my apologies, Choc. My apologies.
Uh-huh.
But you get rid of those. You get rid of that. I have to play. Oh, okay. I'll just bash him, knock him off. Okay. I used to love playing a certain way and then baiting him into jumping and grabbing him and throwing up.
Right.
Throwing them up and throwing them down. I like baiting people and using strategy. Now I feel like I'm playing like everybody else, and that I hate playing like everybody else. So that's a problem. Hopefully that's fixed. What they did with Wonder Woman recently, people are pissed. Remember, there's no cooldown on the rope. They added,
no, there's a cooldown.
now there's a cooldown.
After one use.
Now they added it yesterday,
Nice.
No.
or like the other, like they
Sunday.
Okay, like recently,
It was
like
like that
the
on
last
Sunday.
patch, yeah.
Okay.
And people are like, what the fuck? That changes people's way of playing.
Yeah.
So like you can't keep doing shit like that.
Right.
Like you don't.
Well, you got to add the cooldown for everybody.
Yeah. Either.
Right.
It's yeah. So that type of takeaway. Oh, they're complaining. Let's put it back. I don't like that.
Balance.
So there's got to be a balance. Hopefully the balance will
Gotta
fix
get the
all
balance.
these things. So
Yeah.
I
mean, they got time to work on it.
But so far so good. Connections have been very good. Matches have been going fine. It's just the cheap shit they got to get rid of.
Gotcha. Okay. All
Hell
right.
yes.
All right. All right.
Not bad. So far, so good.
We tried to get a Origami 2 stream going to no success because it was a long story.
I
but-
was using Stick's account the entire time from the beginning, and I never changed. And Sticks didn't renew his what do you call it, the Game Pass.
right.
So I got to start from the beginning on my own file.
You'll make it.
And
You'll make it.
I'm actually flying through it. I just unlocked the guy who changes your color, your clothes. I'm a couple of stages past that, so
Oh, you're kind of almost there.
I'm probably like, I would probably say like 70% of the way there.
Yeah, I just discovered today, as a matter of fact, we've been doing so many side missions unnecessarily, but the game does a poor job of letting you know that you're doing a side mission.
I
And
think
then you're doing a main mission.
I think those are necessary too, because like, going up the skill tree, you need
Right.
those experience points.
Yeah, well, you do the side missions to get skill points and
Yeah.
to get those things. So
I don't mind that. That's fine.
Yeah, but it's like
Dagger in
like
his throat.
how many damn missions are there? There's a lot of. I think
a lot.
I think it was like 54. I counted.
Playing by myself though, you get some advantages and you get some disadvantages.
Right.
Advantages that you move at your own pace. You don't have to
Right.
kill everybody
Right.
and just
Don't
try
got
to
to worry about your partner going rogue.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about partner going rogue.
Huh?
Yeah.
But the bad thing is, when shit pops off, run for your fucking life.
Yeah. You got nowhere to.
You got no one to help me. No
nobody
one
can
to
help
save
you.
me. I'm surrounded.
It's like when you get caught and you're playing co-op. It's like you at least have the chance of having your co-op partner help you out.
It's funny. I just did this mission the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh, okay,
When
good.
you knock the guy out and you have to
Yep.
leave with him and
Yep.
throw him in the portal.
Yep. All right, so you're catching up, man.
I'm getting close.
All right. Maybe in
back-
2 weeks. 2 weeks you should be. Maybe.
Maybe sooner. If I keep finding little gaps of an hour or so to play, I'll get there
Alright.
sooner.
All right.
Not bad.
Nice.
So instead, quickly did a Tetris Effect connected stream. Very fun. Very fun stream, dude. Still undefeated in the in the regular score attack.
Wow.
Only lost once because I chose classic score attack, and that's classic Tetris rules, which is the toughest way to play it.
Wow.
And I messed up right off the bat. Literally like 5 seconds in the match, I lost. I was like, oh, this is too crazy. This is tough. It's tough. Because it was going too fast too. I had it on speed level 5, and I was like, I couldn't get used to it, man.
Wow.
But I had some interesting matches. I had one match where it was actually close, and then I ended up winning it because I don't know how I won it, but
You took your opponent's life.
I was just like, what the hell? But hold on, let me see if I can fast forward. There was a screen name that got this one guy.
Oh, they always have some funny screen.
Oh man, this one got me laughing. There you go, Dixie Normus.
Wow.
And it caught me off guard because I read it out loud, like in real time. As I'm reading it, and I'm saying it out loud. I'm like, oh my god, what the hell did I just say?
Good job, Dixie Normus.
What?
Yo, no, it's mad funny because like if for Peloton people,
Yeah,
like their instructors will have people in the chat that want to get shouted out, and they'll catch the Peloton instructors with wild names like that.
Yeah.
Mad funny.
But I like to shout out my opponents before I go against them. And that one got me. I was like, oh shit. Whoops.
Shouting out that dick's enormous.
But
Damn, bro.
yeah, I forgot how fun this version is.
Yeah.
It's one of the most fun Tetrises there.
Tetris
that's
Effect
available.
Connected is better than Tetris Effect, I guess, right?
It's an expansion of
it's okay.
Tetris
It's
Effect.
an
Tetris Effect came out first,
Yeah.
and then Tetris Effect Connected is an expansion, which
Okay.
added online and multiplayer.
After that. Not bad.
Beautiful.
Yeah, dude, this game, the soundtrack is fire,
Nah, it's a
and
great game.
yeah, man, fun stream,
I gotta pick it up for 20.
fun stream.
Definitely. Not bad. Not bad.
Let me see.
Have you played
guess I'll
anything
go-
else?
I have, as a matter of fact, new games.
Have you beaten Blasphemous 2?
Shut up.
Damn.
That's still in the works. It's still in the works.
wow.
I'm grinding in the game, but it's not even worth talking about. So you can stop
Wow.
laughing over
Yo,
there.
he called him out immediately.
This guy. Anyway.
Damn.
All right. So yeah, I played some new games. This game was out for a little bit. It came out not too long ago. We spoke about this on the podcast, and it's the Rogue Prince of Persia.
Oh.
And this is the weird
Beautiful.
art style, but this game blew me away.
Really?
Blew me away, like in a way that I was surprised. I was shocked. You ever play a game that you're just like, you're so blown away by it, you have to pause the game and like take a breather? 'Cause
Astral Chain all
it's
day.
it's that same type of effect happened to me at this. Yeah. First of all, the soundtrack. The soundtrack alone starts off like regular, and you're like, okay, it's like, then it just goes off into some like hip hop, like trap style, like, man, it's so freaking good, man. So
Wow.
good. And the gameplay is really good. It's solid gameplay. It plays smooth. It's it was good, man. It was good.
Wow.
So I do recommend this, man. I do recommend
Do you
this.
like it better than the other game that's out right now?
I only played the demo, and that's all. I can't say too much about that.
How's it feel? The demo feel compared to this?
I played the demo, like 2-3 months ago? So like, I don't remember.
So you like this better?
For now, right now, I'd have to play both of them to really compare. But
Wow.
they do feel different though.
Huh. Interesting. I'm surprised they made a different style.
Yeah, man.
Prince of Persia with a different prince and
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Yeah, the combat is good. What is it? You get like a bow and arrow, like you hit the RB button to use, and then you can change your weapons too. You pick up other weapons to use in combat. It's really good.
Nice.
Those
Yeah.
are cool.
They should make a parody with
And there's a lot of parkour.
tons of parkour.
Oh yeah.
I want a
Like even going up, you could just climb up. You just hold the LB to climb.
I want
Wow.
a parody of Prince in Persia.
Stop.
What?
Dude.
Oh!
Oh God, Prince in Persia.
Wow.
Come on.
The Prince in Persia. That's
Come on.
funny.
Wow. How is that not a meme?
Yeah, right.
I never looked it up.
I don't know.
I'm about to look it up.
I'm
right
about
now.
to look it up too.
That's-
But yeah, dope game. Recommend it.
what's it? Rogue Prince of Persia?
The Rogue Prince of Persia.
The Rogue Prince of Persia.
Yes.
Okay. And does the
Yes.
story take place? Does it connect to any other Prince of Persia games, or it's its own story?
It's its own story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prince of Persia. Okay.
And it's one of those games where it's like they don't give you too much story right off the bat. You kind of just like it's throughout the game. You get the story like
And
as you
drop
play.
little tidbits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it, man. It was dope. Another game, I actually picked this one up. This was on the podcast where we were talking about indie games that we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
And this was on my list. Holy cow, man. This game is incredible. It's called #Blood, spelled BLUD. And this it's like a cartoon. It's like a cartoon. It's a dungeon crawler. It's a dungeon crawler looking like a Nickelodeon or like an Adult Swim
It looked like a baby game.
style freaking game. No, it looks dope, man. This game is freaking awesome.
That looks interesting.
The music is good. The freaking the combat's good. It's hilarious.
Look at that art.
The acting is hilarious. The freaking dude, it's like a cartoon, man.
There's voice acting in there.
Yes,
Oh, nice.
it's like a cartoon. It's like a it's like a cartoon.
These weapons. What's that weapon?
This thing is fucking crazy.
Ooh,
dude.
no Prince in Persia meme. Gotta make it.
No, there's no Prince and Persia meme. Oh,
Gotta
okay.
make it.
All right, let's make it happen. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, this actually dropped yesterday.
Looks good though.
Nice.
It
Yeah.
does look
Very animated.
Good. It looks
Bro.
like a Cartoon Network.
They put like little details of animation like in places where you're like, wait,
Single
they
player.
didn't even have to do that shit. Yeah,
This game has a big
Yes.
personality.
no, it's super stylized. It's like a Zelda almost. It's like a Zelda
Mhm.
top-down dungeon crawling Zelda.
I like how they had the A's as she's
Yeah,
falling.
dude. No, it's like little things like that just you forget you're playing a game. It feels like a cartoon, man.
Someone is playing terrible.
Yeah, that was that. Why? Yeah, I was like, that was
Nah,
just a
dude.
bad.
This is live footage of Al playing the game.
No,
Damn.
stop it.
He said, "Stop it."
Drop it.
But yeah, that's
Not
pretty
bad.
much all I played, man.
Not bad.
And Choc, tell us about Fighter Fridays, bro.
I played some Tekken 8, and I had some serious competition. Like like most of the fights were very, very fairly competitive.
Mhm.
I just made some mistakes because like I can't give all my attention to one fighting game because I play multiple fighting
You
games.
play them all. You play a lot.
But I had a lot of fun. And I love using King. I don't know if I can call him my main, but he looks ridiculous with that tail and he's wearing dress pants. Man.
yeah, just about
I
to say.
can't-
I was just about to say that
cannot-
too.
I can't. I love it.
Yeah, it's just
I think I
He's
think
the
I
original.
almost won this match, but I sold out. I think.
King is the original furry.
Wow.
He's the original furry. That's
Oh wait,
funny.
did I sell out or did I? Oh no, I won.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Bong.
close.
Suplex City.
Oh, that was
Suplex
close.
City.
Very good, very
Suplexes
good.
for that bitch.
Sorry, audio listeners.
The final boss, King. But yeah, Tekken 8. It's a fun game, and they just had some updates done, and some people got nerfs, some people got some
Really?
boosts. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh,
But,
shit, I gotta play, man.
Yeah, dude. Like
I gotta play.
I love fighting you and Sticks in the game, so you guys need to.
I
come
gotta
see
go-
it.
I
Sticks
gotta
doesn't
play
play
this
this
again.
game. Sticks doesn't-
His boy
Sticks
Paul
doesn't play.
got a super buff. He got buffed.
Sticks is retired from Tekken.
Paul got buffed.
He's retired.
Yeah,
Damn.
Paul got buffed, bro.
Damn.
Really?
But yeah, man, like I had some good fights, and who I fought for? I fought someone from the chat came in. Two people. Oh no, I fought Cag.
Cagman,
I fought
Cagman.
Cag. He was using Eddie Gordo. First set for I think first 2 sets he whooped my ass, and then second 2 sets I won, and then after that he had to go because he was traveling. But Eddie Gordo,
Sure. Let me
So you
stop.
sent him traveling. You packed his bags and sent them away.
I ain't say all that, man.
Sticks said all
Was that,
lies.
was that this right here?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
damn.
This might have been the first set. Yo,
Okay.
no, Eddie Gordo is such a pain, bro. Like
He was always a pain to fight, man.
and look how dapper I look with that suit on and my tail. yeah, like his mix-ups are silly, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So he's very hard to deal with. If you're not familiar with the character, you're gonna get crossed up.
It's
You're gonna
one of
get
those things where you
destroyed.
you can't fight like you have to do the kicks. You have to do floor sweeps. That's how you got to fight him.
Yeah.
That's how I fight him anyway. Because he's all low to the ground, all his shit.
Kicked him like,
Hit him
8
like 4
times.
times.
But yeah, like this was it was such a good. Oh yeah, I took this one.
God.
Oh, there you go.
Hold
you got it.
on, wait, we gotta watch the end of this.
Oh man, sorry, audio listeners.
Bong.
You guys got to watch this.
Is it gonna kill?
episode.
Yep, it's gonna kill.
Jeez.
Or you could check out the Fighter Friday stream.
Yeah, dude, it was a really good night of fights. I mean, there might have been 1 or 2 fights where I felt like I was getting cheesed, but
Yeah.
it was a really, like, if you know the game, the more you know the game, the better you're gonna do.
Tekken 8 it's one of those tried and true fighting games, man.
Yeah,
It's, like,
it feels very, for the most part, it feels very fair, and
it's the best Tekken.
yeah,
You guys agree it's the best Tekken?
Yeah, hands
Well,
down.
it's so great to play. It
Better
feels
than,
so much better than 7.
Heck yeah,
Tekken Tag.
better,
I don't know nothing about Tekken.
better,
Better.
hands down.
Wow.
Yeah,
All
man.
right.
Turbo don't know
Alright,
about Tekken
alright.
Tag. He's just naming games.
No,
He knows nothing about the game.
I
He's just
Tekken
naming.
3, Tekken Tag. A lot of people like them.
Name the game you played there, Kev.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Let's see. DBZ Kakarot DLC 6,
God, yeah.
which is actually I gotta give them credit. The DLC is great. I like the way they pull me back into that game loop again. You know, they start Goku a little bit less powerful than he was level-wise than the main game because, you know, you got to kind of build them up a little bit. And you don't want to start out too powerful and stuff like that. But this is the story that happened at the end of, what they call it, I think, End of Z, after Boo, before they even made Super.
Yeah.
So, and I got to be honest, it's like they pick good. The DLC for the second season has been, all the DLC has been good. They pick smart DLC. You know, they started out with Beerus. Then they started out with, Frieza, Golden Frieza coming back. And they gave you the Trunks, the Trunks saga, what he was going through
And
before.
Bardock, right?
Then Bardock came, yeah. And then you had Budokai Tenkaichi Tournament 23, was it? I forgot which number it was, but it was one where he fights
King
Piccolo. Yeah, Junior. They called him Junior at first, and then Goku came back. You see him big because he used to be a small little, he was just a small kid, and now he's like an adult. Now it's right before Dragon Ball Z starts, so it's like you're kind of getting one DLC does a prequel before the game starts, another one gives after Dragon Ball Z, if you don't count Super. So it was kind of, I haven't completely played through the whole thing yet, but it's pretty cool. You know, none of the DLC sucks, and I hear at the end of it, there's supposed to be a fight, Tale of Two Saiyans. There's supposed to be a fight between Goku and Vegeta while they're reminiscing about their first fight, and they're fighting again. So I don't know, I want to get up to that part. I haven't got up to it yet. So it
Yeah,
should be
man.
pretty good.
Okay.
Not bad, though.
You love this game.
You excited for Sparking Zero?
I am, man. I am. And I got to see, I told you, I got to see if it comes out for the Switch, too. I need it 60. I'm only playing 60 frames. So if
Then
it's
get
only
it for the Xbox.
If it's only 60 frames on Xbox, I'm only going to play it on Xbox, 60 frames. That's all it's going to
or
happen.
PS5.
Why does his face shake when he says that?
Only 60 frames. It's
Jesus.
only 60 frames. But other than that, you don't have to pull footage of it. But I've been playing the hell out of. I beat to death Super Mario Wonder. I beat it to death, beat it to death. I know. It's out of left field. I mentioned it before. Don't worry about it. I beat all the special
Super
stages.
Mario Wonder.
Yeah, Super
What
Mario.
a left field fucking.
It's a
game.
left field. Yeah, it's like it's one of the games I play with my daughter, right? And
I was gonna say we beat the game
we beat it-
multiplayer on stream.
yeah, but I picked it up for myself afterwards because my daughter likes Mario now, and I played through the whole thing. She loved the boss, the rhythm.
Yeah.
The Bowser, I don't want to spoil anything
Yeah,
for those
yeah,
who are
yeah,
still
yeah.
playing, but the Bowser battle is one of the best in the series, and she loved it. It was a great time. But they have a special world where the stages are really crazy, and I beat all the stages. Found all the hidden ones, beat that shit. So that's my favorite one. My favorite Super Mario Bros. Game is Wonder. It is the best.
That's your favorite Super
That is
Mario?
the best. It's best.
Wonder, really?
Better than 3.
Wow.
Better than World. It's like when you take
What?
it as a whole and you look at everything they threw in that game, the Wonder Flowers, they took a lot of World in there and they amplified it, man. I think it's like, when I pick a Mario game I'd like to go back to, I can go back to World, but come on, man.
Interesting hot take.
Yeah, dude.
it's
That's that. I don't feel
Wonder's
the same
the
way,
best, man.
I thought their boss battles was the biggest lackluster thing in
Same.
the entire game, with the
Same.
exception of the last boss. But like the other bosses, I thought were lackluster.
and the abilities, the power ups are kind of like, although they were all cool.
I thought they were cool.
I don't
just-
think they hurt the game.
I didn't think it hurt the game either, but as far if you're comparing it to Mario 3 and freaking Mario World,
Look, the badge system.
I mean,
Though those last stages were fucking dope.
Yeah.
The last stages, I was like, now it's starting to bring me back,
Right.
like it's going up the conversation. I was like, these are some good stages.
Oh,
But
sticks. No, the game's always better for. It's better 4 players than 2.
that was
Yeah,
very
it's like-
clean 4 players. Very clean.
Especially
Yeah.
when all 4 like we know how to play the game. You know, we're good seasoned Mario players, so that's where the good synergy going for that. But you know, playing my daughter was great because she's learning how to play games still. You know, she's getting really good. She has a problem with holding down the run button and then jumping using the run momentum. You know, she
Right.
presses run and then switches to press jump without
Right.
holding down the run button, so that she's getting used to that. But the good thing about Mario Wonder is that when you die, you instantly turn to a ghost, you fly to the person, and then you just revive yourself. So it's great to
Gotcha.
play with, you know, young kids as well.
Oh, nice. So she can take my place on the platformers.
Ah!
Well, you could play it, man.
Nah, I'm good.
You could. You just turn into a ghost and you just float right back.
I mean, I don't get to like break stuff in that game.
It's
I don't
meant
get
for
to blow
everybody.
stuff up.
Yeah, you can.
The special stages,
Depending on the power up.
sticks, the special stages weren't the best part, but it's the challenges, the thought out challenges that they do during the special stages, especially the last special stage, because it throws out every single flower wonder effect in the game in a stage. It is constantly flipping and constantly throwing things at you. You were like, I was like, yo, what are they gonna throw for the last stage? I was like, yeah, this was a great last special stage. You know, I like the special. This is the thing, because Mario World had the Star World, right? That was the special. That was the special thing in Mario World, which was awesome. But I remember those stages, and I like the special stages better than those stages in Star World. You know, so yeah, Mario Wonder's got to get it, man. It's got to get it.
Hot take.
You know, I liked it a lot. I thought it was great.
All
The
right.
We'll
badge
do a podcast about what's the best Mario game one day.
And I will sit there and just listen.
After we go over
I'll be like
150
Super Mario
Mario games,
Super Mario Brothers 1.
you got to break it up into categories. What's the best 3D Mario? What's the best 2D?
Mario
Best
Kart.
fucking Mario. Yeah.
Mario Kart's fire, dude.
It's
What's
also
the best Mario Kart?
and this is how I determine too, because I try the 100% Marios as much as I possibly can. You know, like I'm at Super Mario Bros. 3D World right now. I'm on the last fucking stage on the Switch. The last stage. I've gotten all the green stars, everything I was supposed to get. So I like to, you know, 100% them. So I'm just like, okay, which of these games is it fun to play through every single stage that the game has to offer? And Wonder was really, really, I was like, yo, it's fun playing all these different stages.
What's your
Sunshine.
least?
Mario Sunshine.
I was gonna ask
Wow.
what was your least favorite Mario, and your answer to
Sunshine is my least favorite Mario.
I didn't finish that game. Fuck that game.
3D Mario is Sunshine. And my least favorite 2D Mario was New Super Mario Brothers 2 for the 3DS was my least favorite. Even though I had the squirrel, I didn't. No, actually, no. Sorry. New Super Mario Brothers was my least favorite Mario game. I did not like that game that much, and it blew up.
Wow.
It blew
I
up.
like that game.
It wasn't bad,
I liked it.
but it was just there was no new freaking power ups at all. Except you had the Mega Mushroom, you turned big, which was okay. They gave you the stupid mini freaking mushroom, which turned
one.
you small,
Yeah,
and you had the fire flowers.
it's different.
Was not it was not in the it wasn't the quality of 3 in World. You can't do that. At least New Super Mario Brothers Wii and you were of the quality of 3 in World, in my opinion. Those games were not. For the DS and the 3DS, nah, those were bad. Didn't
Okay.
like 'em. No. Not bad games, but bad Marios. I'm done.
I'm
done.
He said,
Done.
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm finished.
You could tell he feels a certain way about that.
Hell yeah, man.
Word.
Jesus.
Let's see. I have been playing further into The Last Faith, which is this game. All right, so what people say about this game, they always say it's a very awesome game, but they're like, it doesn't do anything new that a lot of a lot of Metroidvanias do. And I don't give a fuck. I love everything in this game. This game's fun. It's just feels like Castlevania. It feels like Castlevania and Blasphemous. Yeah, that's and it feels great. I have only one complaint about the game so far.
Really?
One complaint. That's all I have. They said, yeah, it doesn't do anything new, but you will find yourself trying to find everything. And I've been catching myself like, I want to find this. I want to find that. I want to find this.
So it's not. It doesn't sound like a negative.
What's that?
It doesn't sound like a problem.
I mean, it doesn't sound.
No,
like
no, that's not my complaint. My complaint is all right, so you move around with the D-pad, but you select items with the analog. So if I'm switching between my, so for example, left left analog is to switch between your 2 melee weapons.
Gotcha.
Right analog is to switch between your either magic or your gun.
Gotcha.
Up and down is for your items like healing and stuff like that. I've been catching myself hitting shit when it's not supposed to be. And it's been pissing me off. I want to switch between controlling with the analog and making my items on the D-pad, but I was having trouble looking for it and finding it, and then I don't think you can. And to me, I'm like, I've been catching myself at bosses hiding in the corner like, I gotta select it. I can't fucking get it. Keep switching over. And then I'll fucking die because of it. I'm like, this is a problem. I don't like this.
I can see you accidentally hitting that. I forgot. There was another game like that. Where that like force you to have the analog for selecting stuff.
Doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
And it's for the same reason, because you can accidentally hit it.
It snaps back and it'll fuck up something. And I'm like, no,
I see Stallion playing, take this evildoer, and switching to a healing item.
And that has happened.
That's happened, I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm sure that's
I
happened.
was trying to use something to recover my magic, and I used something else. And I'm like,
Wasted.
this is stupid. I'm like, why would they do that? So that's my only complaint of the game.
It's not game breaking though.
No, not at all. Not at all. The bosses, you got that blasphemous difficulty there. It's there.
Oh man,
it's definitely there.
Oh boy.
I fought a piece of garbage last night. I was like, oh fuck you. I hate you so much. Voice acting is good. It's dark and moody, which I like. The weapons are dope. I like the weapons a lot. Because you have the short sword, the big sword. You have the fucking the axe. You have the whip. There's different kinds of guns. A pistol, a shotgun, a fucking kind of like a Gatling gun, bow and arrow, all kinds of shit. So it's a very... I don't know how many hours I have because I think there's a glitch that fucks up your hours. So it says 300 something. I'm like, I have not played this for 300 something. Stop it. But I would assume it's a 17 to 23 hour game. I think I'm at like 12 or 13.
Okay. That's not bad.
And maybe a little over 50% done completely, which means
Maybe
once it hits 60, that's when I'm close to the end of the
Maybe
game.
it has you for 300 minutes?
No, that shit is.
I'm sure it's a glitch, man. Because I had the same shit in Blasphemous also.
It'll be like some bullshit ass thing there.
The fucking timer that tells you how long you played, it reset.
Yeah,
and I saw it was like 3 hours because I just had a 3 hour session, and that shit went from I think it was like 20, and then it reset to fucking 3.
It's like I want to know how long I played for.
Yeah,
I would
man,
like to know because
I can't.
But I've uncovered a lot of the map.
That's good.
But I'm currently just got lost.
I hate that, man.
And I'm like, this area needs a double jump. I don't have a fucking double jump. I have an air dash. So I'm like, did I miss the double jump somewhere? So I don't know. I'm giving it like a nice 25 minutes to like look for where I have to go. And if I don't find it, I'm looking online.
Yep.
Tell me where to fucking go. I ain't got no time for this shit.
Yeah, bro.
But really enjoy the game. Love it.
Good.
Really, really like it. Dude, it has that Resident Evil 1 music. That that background type.
Oh, really? The
has
save
that
room?
type. No, well, it has the Resident Evil 2 save room type music.
Ooh,
so every time you get into the room, you hear the music play, and you know no drama's about to happen.
Oh, I love that.
And it's a really cool tune. But the game has like Resident Evil 1 type music where like you'll just hear it in the background, and it's like a cool melodic tune, and you're like, oh, it's this really does set the mood for where you are. So definitely a big fan of the purchase. I was worried when I first got it though because there was so many issues, but definitely a big fan. Other than that, obviously been playing a lot of Multiversus, 2-on-2s and 1-on-1s. A lot of 1-on-1s when me and Turbo aren't playing, and yeah, I mean it's getting cleaner. Matches are getting better.
It is.
One thing that is pretty funny, since there's no attack decay and you get a lot of people who use the same moves over and over, they will do it for a whole match. Like a whole match, they will use the same move over and over. And I'll lose to them. I'll lose to them maybe 4 or 5 times in a row. And I'm like, I'm going to figure out how to beat you once, and I'm going to leave. Because these people will not be around when they make these patches. Yeah. You doing the same move over and over? No, it doesn't.
Once attack decay comes on.
Yeah, there's no skill. There's no skill involved with that. So I'm like, if I could figure out how to beat this cheap bastard with these problems and with the issues with Superman, then I know I'm in the good place. And I'll find a way to beat them, and I'll leave them with their thoughts.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's Super Beach.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But,
Super Beach Man.
Damn, what kind of combo was that?
That's insane.
I would be pissed if I was receiving that combo. Like, this motherfucker didn't stop beating me down. But yeah, that's all I'm playing right now. Hopefully I could beat Last Faith soon so I can start either another Metroidvania, or if Styx brings down the PS5, I could play Spider-Man 2 and knock that out in a couple of days. But
yeah.
If not, I just might have to play Unicorn Overlord again, guys.
Nah, chill, man.
So, don't tempt me with a good time.
Calm down,
boy.
crackhead.
Sorry. He said, calm down, crack.
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
That's what I feel like with that game. I look at the box and I'm like, crack. Well, I'll just put the. This is how bad it is. I was like, let me just put the cartridge in.
Ah.
And it's still in there. It's just waiting for
The
me to
video
hit
game equivalent of just the tip.
yeah,
No,
really, that's
for
exactly
real.
what it is. Let me just put it in for a little bit.
Oh. Oh boy. Turning game sexual.
Wow.
How did we get here, guys?
What's
I don't
going
know.
on
I
here?
don't know how we got
I
here.
should have
All
worn my
right.
shirt. How did we get here?
Yeah.
Yo, for real.
All right, man.
Yes, and for those who are checking this out for the first time and didn't know before, well, now you know. And if you're listening to the podcast and or watching it, you just can't get enough and want to see what we're up to for the rest of the week, well, here you go. The streaming schedule right here, starting Sundays, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We do multiplayer games, guys. It's all just multiplayer game streams. It's either going to be a versus or it's going to be a co-op or a combination in between. But make sure you join that Discord, follow social media to find out what we're going to be playing, and we'll let you guys know as soon as we do. Hell yes. Choc, what you got for Friday?
Fighter Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. Well, let's see. I can either do one of two things.
Uh-oh.
I can either play a beat 'em up, or I can give Mortal Kombat some run.
When was the last time you did a beat 'em up?
5 years ago.
I prefer Fridays be fighting games, but it's fine. It's up to you.
I
what
mean,
you want to do.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter what I
dude.
want to do.
nah, I mean,
beat 'em
no,
up some
you know what?
fighters.
I have been neglecting Mortal Kombat because they released like 3 or 4 new characters, and I have not like played any of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I
Gotcha.
think I'm gonna give it some run on Friday. Let's bring back Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
Hopefully Joel from Media Glitch sees this and decides to join the fray.
Yes.
All right.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2. When the game drops,
Yeah, it's not out
when,
yet.
when the collection drops, because I'm not hooking up my Dreamcast to my TV.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna work out too well.
For real.
But yeah, man. And when that game drops, it's gonna be like a Marvel
man.
month.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah, man.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, dude. I might even skip Smash Friday.
It's crazy. It's going to be crazy when
But
that
yeah,
game drops.
I think we're gonna do Mortal Kombat this Friday.
All right.
Because actually, Mortal Kombat is actually older stream. Now that I think about it, yeah.
Excellent.
Gotcha.
And Wednesdays.
Wendays?
Wendays?
Wendays.
Wednesdays.
Wendays.
Wednesdays.
We're gonna go to Wendays.
One day.
Get some
I
chicken nuggets from Wendays.
One day.
could use some Wendy's, so it's been a minute since I had them Frosties.
Get a frosty from Wendays.
All right,
Sorry.
dude. Let's,
I'm sorry.
let's talk about the
The
stream.
orange sherbet. All right, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You got the full squad doing what we do best. We got you guys, the live chat coming in there, doing what you guys doing best, making sure you keep the discussion very lively as usual. Topic's gonna be crazy. If there's a guest, the guest's gonna be awesome. Shout out to Mike Hermann for coming through.
Yeah.
Always wonderful to see the progress going on with Retromania Wrestling. It is
Word.
an awesome game for those who haven't tried it out. You need to, especially if you like arcade-style wrestling games. It's great. I play it every few weeks. I have to. I just have to do it. So yeah. And shout out to the chat as well.
Thank you guys. We appreciate you.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the listeners who miss the live. Shout out to you guys. Keeping everything live.
And tight.
Keep it tight.
Keeping the show tight.
Nah, I can't. No, we can't say that.
Can't say it. That's
Xavier
Xavier Woods.
Woods.
That's Xavier Woods.
Sorry, bro.
Shout out to Xavier Woods.
Yeah, shout out to Xavier Woods, who never accepted our challenge
Right.
for.
Right? Yeah. He's
Yeah, I met him face to face at Comic
Can't say
Con.
we yeah.
Met him face to face. Him, Big
All
E,
right,
and Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
They didn't accept the challenge. It's okay. I get it.
It's all right. We'll get him later. We'll find him online.
You gotta start attacking their character online, and then
Yep. Facts.
Third.
Facts.
All right, it's been fun, y'all. Until next week.
Thanks again.